Happy Friday to y'all out there. And welcome back to my channel, Matty T's Twin Flame Guidance. My name is Matt, or Matthew, whichever mood you're in. Okay, I'll answer to either of those two. Anyway, again, welcome back. This is going to be an energy update reading, an energy update interpretation for the entire Twin Flame Collective, both Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, based on your zodiac sign. Now, I'm going to go through all 12 signs. Feel free to apply it to your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, or your Mars, okay? And this isn't particular to sidereal or tropical. Whatever floats your boat, okay? If the messages apply to you, then take them. If they do not apply, toss them. Don't try to make them fit, all right? I don't know how many of y'all go out there shopping for shoes and you like the pair of shoes, but it's two sizes too small, but you're going to get it anyway because you like the way the shoes look. Nah, that ain't going to work out very well once you start wearing them, okay? Same thing with energy. If the energy reader does not resonate, if the energy reading does not resonate, don't take it. Don't try to make it fit, all right? So this is going to be an energy update reading for Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November the 20th. Shout out to all of the Scorpios out there. Either happy belated birthday to you, happy birthday if your birthday is November the 14th, or happy birthday to you if you've got a birthday coming up between now and Thursday, November 20th, okay? Because we're going to be back on here Friday, November the 21st. Again, this is an all signs reading, so check for your sun, your moon, your rising sign, your Venus, or your Mars, okay? Watch as many of them as you like. This reading today is going to be separated again. I'm going to do it for each sign, but it's going to be a separation of, for example, we're going to start with Scorpio since we're in Scorpio season. The first sign I'm going to read for is Scorpio. So I'm going to split that by Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. I'll be using two different decks today. Some of you that have watched the Monday Divine Feminine reading or the Wednesday Divine Masculine reading, you're already familiar with the decks that I'm going to be using for today's reading. I'm going to be using the Oceanic Tarot deck as well as the, let me show you the books for them so you know what they look like. The Oceanic Tarot deck, it's the first one I ever used. I love it. I love the energy of it. It's very simple. I do not read reversals on that deck. And for the Divine Masculine, that was the Divine Feminine. For the Divine Masculine, we'll be reading, well, this doesn't tell you which one it is, but you can see from the imagery that this is the Rider Waite Smith deck, okay? Rider Waite Smith. By the way, that guided tarot for seamless readings, that is a great deck for anybody who's new to tarot, that is interested, new to it, and wants to learn. That book is a fantastic resource. It gives you the numerology of the card. It gives you the astrological placements for the card. So it's a great learning deck for anybody that's just starting out with tarot. So the Oceanic Tarot one is good too. It's good. It's very, very easy to use. So the veterans out there, of course, they can go Rider Waite Smith with no markings, no instructions or anything on the card, whatever. So for the Rider Waite Smith cards you guys have seen, they don't have any. Anyway, I'm babbling. Let me get on to this. So again, we're going to be doing a general. Well, I'm going to start off with a general oracle card. Okay, this is going to be general oracle advice for your connection. Okay, this does not care if you are Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine. I'll be using the Rose Oracle deck. That's the first oracle deck I started with. I love the energy of it. If you guys saw my introduction or my Divine Feminine reading earlier this week, you already know. For some reason, the energy of that Rose Oracle deck feels like your grandma giving you a hug, okay? That's why I love the energy. So I'm going to start out with a general oracle advice. By the way, these will be time-stamped, okay? They will be time-stamped for you, so you can go back and look at it later, or don't want to watch the whole reading, you want to click through and go directly to your sign. That's what it's there for, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to read from this, and these cards have been pre-shuffled. We've already prayed over them. We asked the Most High, the Holy Spirit, to give us the messages that you need to hear today and to send his angels to protect this entire reading, to protect the collective with a white ball of light around you, okay? Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, they're on deck, okay? So this reading is going to go by smoothly, and I pray that these messages help you in your journey, okay? Now, so let's start with the Rose Oracle. I'm just going to pull one from the middle of the deck and see what message we have today, okay? And today's card is Brothers of the Rose, Sacred Masculine, Honor, protection, and support. Wow. Wow. So the energy is masculine. This is already the way this thing is starting out is telling me this is going to be something that's going to help you to balance your inner masculine energy, whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine. Okay? Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. Okay? Let me read from the book. And let's see if I can do it without my readers on today, y'all. I go back and watch these videos and I look at those readers. I'm like, might be time to get a cooler pair of readers, all right? Brothers of the Rose, let's see what we got here, family. Thank you guys for watching today. And thank you for all of you that have joined the channel, all my new people, to my returning subscribers, to those of you that came over from my Matt D. Talford channel. Y'all, you know I love you. I love you guys. You guys are so supportive. Thank you so much. I ask that after you see your sign or whatever, or you watch whatever this video, well, however much of this video you're going to watch today, I ask that you hit that like button if you enjoy the reading, because it helps the channel out. We're growing. We are growing leaps and bounds, and I thank you, each and every one of you that are here to support. By the way, if you would like to donate to the channel, my Cash App information is in the description box, and even more so than Cash App, I would love it if you would purchase a copy of a book that you actually want to have in your collection if you identify with the Twin Flame Journey. And that book, you'll see a thumbnail on the screen, is titled Twin Flames, Understanding and Solving the Problem of the Avoidant, Dismissive, Divine Masculine. That book was written with both divine masculine and divine feminine in mind. And the goal is to help you clear any energetic blockages that might be in the way of you aligning your inner divine masculine and your divine feminine, as well as coming into any destined unions with a divine counterpart. There's a reason why I emphasized destined. I don't make any claims. I don't want to say, hey, look, you are going to come into union with your divine. I'm not here for that. Your number one goal is to bring your inner self into union. Look within. When you look within, you'll find out what you came here to do, who you are, and what you came here to do. And guess what? If it is destined for you to be reunited with a divine counterpart, it's going to happen. But it's only going to happen when you bring yourself online and in balance internally. Okay? So that's the goal of the book. That is the goal of this channel. We are here to help you remove and clear any blockages that may prevent you from being your highest and best self, and that may prevent you from coming into any destined reunion with a divine counterpart. Okay? That's the goal. That's why we're here. Now, let's get on to it. Brotherhood of the Rose. Brotherhood of the Rose. Brothers of the Rose, not Brotherhood of the Rose. Brothers of the Rose. And because it's a little dark in here, I'm going to put my readers on. I don't like wearing these things. You know what, y'all? I'm going to go without them. Let's see what we got here. This is a card of the sacred masculine. Like the feminine, the sacred masculine exists within each one of us, and together we're all being called to balance both energies within us. How about that? I just said that. And I did not read this in advance, by the way. I didn't even know what card was coming out. Is that not what I just said? See how spirit works, y'all? Let's keep going. The sun and the moon, solar and lunar. Perhaps this is what it means to birth a new world. The sacred, mature masculine is something so needed in our world. It's the part of us that lives in deep honor and reverence of the feminine. Okay? Let me read that one more time. The sacred, mature masculine is something so needed in our world. It's the part of us that lives in deep honor and reverence of the feminine. It recognizes the goddess within all of life, including the earth, and is committed to protecting and living in devotion to the feminine. The sacred masculine knows that striving and overpowering, enduring and conquering are not helpful. The sacred masculine is strong and tender, protective, but not defensive. This card could be a sign that you're being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's maturing and rising, male or female. That's not in the book, but I'm saying that. Male or female, okay? We all have both energies within us, divine masculine and divine feminine. We see it at the atomic level. The proton is masculine energy, the electron is feminine energy. There's your evidence. Everybody is both masculine and feminine energies. The goal is to bring them in alignment so that they're balanced. Let me reread that. This card could be a sign that you're being called to work on the sacred masculine energy within you that's maturing and rising. It could be that you are being called to work on ancestral healing of the paternal line. It could be an indication that you're being called to invoke or acknowledge the sacred masculine in those around you. Or it could represent the sacred masculine appearing in your life. The sacred masculine exists within all of us. They are encircling you so that you can do your sacred work, so that you can be part of the return of the goddess of the earth. That's the season we're in, y'all. The rose is their emblem, and they wear it proudly on their hearts. So your soul inquiry today, or this week, is how are you being called to work with the sacred masculine? Okay? That is our oracle card reading for both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Okay? That was Brothers of the Rose. If you guys need to listen to it again, just click the timestamp and go back and rewatch it, re-listen to that segment. That's very beautiful and is perfectly in alignment with the energy of the book that you need to have in your library, y'all. It comes in collector's edition hardcover, which is the image that you see on the screen, soft cover or paperback. For those of you that prefer paperback, you want to bend the book, fold it, put it in your purse, handbag, knapsack, whatever. Okay, it's a soft cover paperback. It's also available in Apple Books for you with your Apple devices, iOS, whatever, MacBook, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, iPhone, iPad, whatever. It's available in Apple Books. It is also available in Amazon Kindle for those of you with Android devices, or if you've got a Kindle, Amazon account or whatever, you can read it on Amazon Kindle, all right? Those are our 3 versions of that book, okay? So, and you can get it hardcover edition at my website, www.talfordarts.com, okay? Hardcover or paperback at my website. By or before the end of the month of November, I don't know what time you're watching this video or what date you're watching it, but by or before the end of the month of November, it will also be available in hardcover and paperback at Amazon.com, okay? Not hardcover. Or is it hardcover? I don't remember. I don't remember right now. I got to get back with my team. I don't know. I know for a fact it's going to be in paperback on Amazon.com as well. If it is available in hardcover, it won't be the collector's edition. You can only get the collector's edition of that book at my website, www.talfordarts.com. And what is different about the collector's edition? One, it's a fancier cover. It's hardcover, but the cover is fancy. There is a photographed autograph page on the interior. So there's a full-length photo of myself, yours truly, that serves as the autograph page. And there's only going to be 1,111, or 1111, which is a powerful twin flame synchronicity number. There are only going to be 1,111 copies of that collector's edition book anywhere worldwide. We're only printing 1,111 of those. That's it. So you want to be one of those that has that collector's edition book. Okay? Now, enough of that. We've given you the general oracle advice. I did not put down my timestamp for that, but it will be there at the end of the video. And now we're going to jump right in, and we're going to pull a card we're going to start with the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio divine feminine first. And these again will be timestamped for each polarity, whether you're the divine feminine or the divine masculine in your connection, okay? Scorpio divine feminine. Let's go ahead and pull from the Oceanic oracle, or Oceanic tarot deck, okay? And one card just came out already, just flipped out. We're going to take that one. Okay. We're going to pull one situation card, tell you what the general energy is for the collective of Scorpio divine feminines, and then we'll pull an advice card, okay? We'll pull an advice card, and then we'll progress through all 12 signs. All right. 7 of Pentacles. That is a very good energy to be in right now if you are a Scorpio divine feminine, okay? Scorpio sun, moon, rising, Venus or Mars, okay? You can watch for all of those placements if you have them in your chart, okay? The 7 of Pentacles, the key word at the bottom there is potential, okay? 7 of Pentacles, I like that. I like that. That tells me that the energy right now with the Scorpio divine feminine in the twin flame collective is one of working on the possibilities, okay? You're trying to grow something. You're working on something. You're trying to grow this connection. You're working on it. You're dedicated to it. You're dedicated to it. I love that. I love that energy for you, okay? You see the potential for union or reunion with you and your divine counterpart. So You're planting those seeds. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of like planting seeds in the ground. You're planting seeds in the ground and you're waiting for it to grow. Pentacles is earth energy, okay? And of course, on this channel, if you watched the introduction video, which if you haven't watched it, I recommend you that you watch it. It's in my channel list. It's the very first video, okay? One of the things I talked about is I combine tarot, astrology, and numerology over here as well. So the energy that you have with this 7 card as well that I really love for you guys is it's the 7. 7 goes with the 7th house. 7 goes with the 7th house. It is 7th house is ruled by Libra, so it is the energy of partnership. That doubles down on what we're talking about here. That doubles down. You're seeing the potential in your partnership, and that is what you're working on. That is when I see earth energy, I also see, especially when you're talking about the 7 of Pentacles, you're planting the seeds of manifestation. You want this union. You want this reunion. I prefer to say reunion because twin flame divine counterparts, like soulmates, are eternal. They're eternal, okay? You eternally, whether you're incarnated in the same lifetime or not, you're eternally connected. So what you're working on right now, Divine Feminine Scorpio, is you're seeing the potential in on your connection. You are planting, manifesting the seeds for your partnership. 7 is the energy of the 7th house, which is ruled by Libra, which is the energy of partnership. Libra 7th house is also about beauty because it's ruled by Venus. So you see your connection is beautiful. You perhaps see now I won't say perhaps, let me stop playing with y'all. You see your divine counterpart is beautiful. You see the beauty in this connection and you are working on it. You're working on it. You're working on manifesting it. I know if it's a major arcana, manifestation card, the major arcana is the Magician, but I see the 7 of Pentacles as a minor arcana version of that Magician. You're working directly with Earth and you're planting those seeds for that partnership, okay? You plant the seeds for that partnership because why? You see the potential in it. You know what it can be. You know what it can be, and you're not. The thing I love the most is this tells me, this 7 of Pentacles card tells me that you are not giving up on your dreams, okay? I don't even know if I need to pull an advice card on that. That's beautiful energy. We may not even need to pull an advice card, but you know what? I really don't think I need to pull an advice card for you guys. I don't. I'm gonna give you my advice. I'm not being led or called to pull an advice card. So my advice to you is continue working on your connection. Continue seeing the beauty in it. Continue working on yourself. Continue working on yourself. Okay. Even I know that the 7th house is the house of partnership, but continue working on yourself with your partnership in mind. You're already winning. You're already on top with that energy. I love it. Okay. So that's all I got for you. I'm not going to go any further. I'm not going to pull an advice card. I don't need one. I do not feel the need for one. I love that. That is beautiful energy. 7 of Pentacles. You see the potential in it. Don't stop. Don't stop. Get it. Okay. Keep going. So that is the weekly general energy update for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, Divine Feminines. Okay. Now let's jump over to Divine Masculine, and we're about 18. We'll say 19 at the 19-minute mark. Divine Masculine for Scorpios. Okay, same placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Divine Masculine. We're going to put this 7 of Pentacles back in the deck. By the way, just so you know, Scorpio, Divine Feminines, I turned the deck over and the King of Pentacles was on the bottom. That might be for somebody, okay? I'm not going to delve into that. But the King of Pentacles is on the bottom. So, yeah, stay in that boss energy. Stay in that boss energy. I love it. Okay? Now, let's keep going. We're going to pull now from the Rider-Waite Smith deck. We're going to pull for the Scorpio Divine Masculines. Let's keep going. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button, okay? And share this video with somebody else that might be on the journey. Twin flame, soulmate, whatever, okay? If you feel like they'll benefit from this video, send them the link, okay? You feel like they might benefit from this channel, send them the channel, okay? So I didn't get anything from that first pull, and I just flipped. 2 cards came out. I better honor those 2 cards. We only pulled 1 card, but for some reason, 2 cards came out. That might be what Spirit wants, okay? And the 2 cards, we do read reversals with the Rider-Waite Smith. The current energy for the Scorpio Divine Masculines, the Chariot in reverse, okay? The Chariot in reverse. And we got the 8 of Cups in reverse, okay? So what does that tell me? That's a very powerful message. The Chariot in reverse came out first. It's weird looking at this on the camera. the Chariot, and I'm being interrupted. Stand by. Okay, pardon that interruption. Things happen, but that's the beauty of doing these on demand. You can go back and cut and trim, whatever. Anyway, getting back to the energy of today's divine masculine reading. The two cards that came out, they both came out in reverse. You had the Chariot. Chariot came out in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. That message is very simple, okay? The Chariot in reverse followed by the Eight of Cups in reverse. Chariot card in reverse tells me that there is no movement. This is the energy update for the divine masculine, okay? Divine masculine, no movement. No movement in this connection. You don't feel like there's any movement. Nobody's coming forward. Nobody's doing anything. Nobody's trying to bridge the gap. However, divine masculine, Scorpio divine masculine, you're not willing to walk away. So you're not moving per se. You're not moving towards your person, but you're also not walking away from the connection. That is the current energy, okay? That is the current energy. You're not moving. You don't sense any movement. You feel like it's not going anywhere. The Chariot in reverse tells me you feel like it's not going anywhere. You feel like your connection is not going anywhere. But the Eight of Cups in reverse says, even though this isn't going anywhere, I'm not walking away from this connection either. So I'm going to pull an advice card for you. And two cards flew out. Two cards flew out, so there's two cards in your advice, okay? Ooh. I might need a clarifier for one of these. Okay? All right? I might need a clarifier for one of these. Might need to pull clarifiers for both of these. Advice card, I'm not going to show one of these on the screen, okay? Or I'll show the top half of it. I'll cover up the images. The Devil card is what came out. Y'all that know the Rider-Waite Smith deck you already know what time of day it is with that, okay? It's got a little bit of nudity on it. It's like cartoon nudity. It ain't even detailed. But YouTube, they flag videos that have those sort of things on it. I don't want this video to be an 18+ video, even though it's adults watching this, no kids watching this, but still, I don't think anyway. But still, I don't want them flagging it, making this an 18+ video. The Devil card came out as the advice card. That's very interesting. I could pull a clarifier on it, but I think I know what that means. That came out upright. The Ace of Wands came out in reverse, okay? The Ace of Wands is new activity. Ace of Wands is new activity, new action. So the advice for you, let's talk about that Devil card, okay? Let's talk about that Devil card, and then we'll talk about that Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands are fire signs, okay? Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Okay, so wands are fire. With that Ace of Wands coming out in reverse, fire is about activity, about taking action. Fire is about taking action. With that Ace of Wands coming out in reverse, that is basically telling me that you don't want to look to start anything new. Don't look to start anything new. What could that be? Could be a new relationship. With that coming out, let me put that down. With that coming out after that Devil card, the Devil card is the card of obsession. It's a card of vices. So with that Ace of Wands coming out in reverse after that Devil card, Scorpio, divine, masculine, this is telling me that, hey, you know what? Don't start any new addictions. That's your advice, okay? Even though you feel like this connection is not moving with this Chariot card in reverse, you feel like that connection is not moving, and you feel like with this Eight of Cups in reverse, you don't want to go anywhere. You can't just sit there. You may be in that obsession energy, and that's making you feel stuck. The connection's not moving. You're not willing to go forward, but you're also not willing to let the connection go. But there's that obsession going on there. And now that obsession came out in the advice position. Let me take a look at, I'm going to look at this Oceanic Tarot deck or book, because one of the things I like about the way it is laid out is they put an advice statement under each one of these cards, whether it's major arcana or not. Okay, so that was advice here says, if you decide it's time to break an agreement or habit, do it. It will be easier than you think. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are. Take back your power. That's the advice card that's the advice for the Devil card on the out of the Oceanic Tarot book. In that book, in that deck, it's not called Devil, it's called the Vortex. But let me say that because this is kind of along the lines of what I was going to advise. With that Devil card coming out as your advice card, what I'm saying to you is, with it coming out, I'm going to call this a clarifier. I'm going to call this Ace of Wands a clarifier. Don't pick up any new habits. Don't pick up any new habits that could be destructive to you or destructive to your connection. You're trying to, okay, your divine counterpart's trying to work on the connection. You don't want to work against it by picking up any vices, okay? Yes, that devil card came out in the advice position. I'm all about transmuting energy. I'm all about transmuting energy. So if I'm going to transmute that, and we're talking about Scorpios are the kings of transmutation. Transmute that devil energy and take that and say, hey, you know what? Because it came out in the advice position and the devil card is a card of obsession, stay obsessed. Scorpios love things. Scorpios love to feel like they're being obsessed over, all right? Scorpios are obsessive and they love to feel like they're being obsessed over. So here's your advice with that devil card coming out. Stay obsessed. If you're obsessed with your divine counterpart, that's actually a good thing. That's your divine counterpart. So there's nothing wrong with that. Keep that obsession energy there where you're like, maybe you look at them, you think they're beautiful, you're gawking over them or whatever. But with that Ace of Wands coming out in reverse, don't do anything rash, okay? Remember, aces aces are new activity. Aces are new activity. They could be considered as gifts as well, but with it coming out in the flipped position, the reverse position, I'm gonna say that there's no gift coming out of that cloud. That upright, that's that hand of God coming out of a cloud giving you something. Reversed, nah, that's not a gift, okay? There's no gift coming out of that cloud. So take that Ace of Wands reverse as action that suggests, hey, either don't pick up any new obsessions, don't pick up any new vices, okay, well, I'm in this stuck energy, but I'm not willing to go anywhere. That's like being pulled between two positions. You know what? I don't want to walk away from my connection, but also don't want to start anything new. I'm not starting anything new. Also don't want to move forward. I don't want to move toward my divine counterpart, but also don't want to walk away from them. That could put you in the energy where you feel like you need to take some escapist behavior because you're feeling a little bit crazy, all right? Being pulled between two directions. I don't want to go there, but I don't want to walk away from it either. That devil card came out in reverse. The devil card came out upright. That's telling me devil card is a card of vices. It's a card of obsession. It's a card of feeling bound or chained, okay? Transmute it. That came out in the advice position. So you know what? It's okay to stay connected. Stay connected. There's some bondage going on in that card. I'm not going to show it again. You see the two individuals. They look like the individuals from the lovers, okay, card, and they're chained to this obsession thing. So this could say, hey, you know what? These are two people. You could also look at it. Listen, there's so many ways to read these cards. It's based on the reader and based on the energy and their interpretation of the energy that they are picking up, okay? So stay connected. Stay connected. I'd love to show that card, but I don't want this video to be struck or anything like that. Stay connected. Stay obsessed with your divine counterpart. Stay obsessed with your divine feminine. That's good. That's healthy. But don't do anything, okay? Don't do anything brash. Remember, the wands are fire signs, okay? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Aries is known for being impulsive. Also, with that devil card is Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Scorpio, divine masculine. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, okay? Capricorn sun, moon rising, Venus, or Mars. Take it however it fits, okay? So that is pretty much your reading, Scorpio, divine masculine. Your current energy for this week is the Chariot in reverse. You don't feel like moving. And that's funny because you're the first you're the first reading today, but you also got two cards that came out. You got two cards that came out, both for your situation and for your advice card. So again, I know this one's running a little bit long, but I got to get this out. The spirit pointed through me. Scorpio, your current energy is you don't feel like moving forward, but you also don't want to walk away, okay? I get that. Your advice is, hey, you know what? That devil card came out. That's a card of obsession. Stay obsessed with your divine counterpart. You don't want to walk away, obviously, so you're obsessed with him, right? You don't want to go toward him, but you don't want to walk away either. There's some obsession going on there. That could also say that your divine counterpart's obsessed with you. There are two individuals in that card. They're the two individuals from the Lovers card in this deck. So, and they're chained to that quote-unquote image that you see there of that devil. So that could tell you that both you guys are obsessed with each other. But don't do anything rash, okay? Don't do anything rash. And that Ace of Wands coming out in reverse also kind of goes with that Chariot in reverse, okay? Talking about fire versus water. The Chariot is water. The Wands are fire. Those two kind of, they either one evaporates the other or the other extinguishes the other. So sit, stay chill, Stay chill. Go and watch the Divine Masculine reading from a couple days ago and be reminded of your move. This is general energy based on your sign, okay? So the advice is real simple. Stay obsessed, but don't pick up any new vices. That's a card of upright. That would be, hey, new activity coming in, new action, take action, bold action. This says, nah, ain't no bold action happening here. Keep it chill. Just stay chill until next week. Or is that song, what is that song? So just chill till the next episode. That old Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre song. Y'all know which one. The title is escaping me. If you know the title, put it in the comments, all right? Now, let's move on to Sagittarius. All right? Let's put this back in the deck and reshuffle. We're going to move on to Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, okay? Give me one moment here. Let's reshuffle these cards. And, all right, you put those back in the deck. All right, shuffle one more time. I apologize if this shuffling is loud. I'll have to rewatch the video and figure out how to, maybe I could get it away from the microphone. I appreciate you guys being here. Ladies, fellas, thank you for joining me over here on Matty T's Twin Flame Guidance. And we're going to get you started now, the Sagittarius. Moving right along. Y'all stand with me, stand by. All right, we're good. Now, let's keep it moving. Sagittarius, let's go. I'm not even gonna write it down now at this point because I'm gonna have to go back and redo this. So, let us move on. Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. What is your current energy for this week? What is your current energy for the week, Sagittarius, Divine Feminine? What is your energy for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November 20th? Let's see what your energy is, okay? We'll find out what the energy is for these Sagittarius, Divine Feminines, and Divine Counterpart connections. Let's find out. Okay, we got a card that flipped over. And that card is the Death card. The Death card. I love that for you. The Death card. Transformation. Okay, that's Scorpio energy, okay? You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You might have some Scorpio placements or whatever. Sagittarius, Divine Feminine. The Death card is your current energy. That tells me that you're in an energy of transformation. You have decided to transform yourself. You said, hey, you know what? I love that Death card. A lot of people see it, they read it wrong or whatever. When I'm talking about people, I'm talking about lay people, not tarot readers. Tarot readers know that that's a positive card, not a negative card. Think old has to die for new to be born, right? So you've got two Scorpio major arcana cards out there. You got the Death card and you got the Tower card. The thing I like about the Death card is that is self-motivated and self-induced transformation. You have decided, hey, you know what? Something no longer works for me. I'm going to change. I'm going to evolve. I'm going to transform. I'm going to transmute, okay? That's the current energy. That is currently how you're looking at your connection. You're in the energy of letting the old die so something new can be born. What that new thing is, that is up to you. We're not gonna, that's for you to decide. You already know, I'm not gonna put your business out there in the street. These are single card pulls unless more than one card comes out, okay? So your current energy this week is the energy of transformation. Again, the Death card is a card of self-motivated transformation, unlike the Tower. The Tower card is, hey, you know what? That individual did not want to self-transform. They did not want to transform themselves. They did not want the old to die. They couldn't let go. So then the Tower card comes in. That's divine intervention. That's the universe coming down and knocking out of your hand what you didn't want to let go of. But that Death card, that's beautiful because then you ain't got to wait for divine intervention. Divine intervention is typically that divine information or divine. I'm stumbling over my words. That divine intervention. That divine intervention Tower card is typically going to be a little bit more tense, a little bit more painful, if you will, than you deciding to transform yourself. So with this Death card coming out as your current energy this week, Sagittarius, Divine Feminine, you have decided to step up and say, I'm letting go of something old so that something new can be born in my situation. You could feel like you're letting go of your divine counterpart as well. You could feel like, hey, you know what? this old version of me, or me holding on to this old version of my divine counterpart, is not working for me. So I'm washing my hands of it. All I can do is transform myself. You are not worried about your divine counterpart anymore. You're probably over them. They're probably in a frequency that no longer matches yours. So you've decided to transform yourself and do something new. Okay? You've decided to transform yourself and do something new. I could pull an advice card on that. I really don't think it needs that. So what I'm going to do instead is pull a clarifier for you. And I know I said I'm not going to put your business out there, but you probably kind of want a little bit more information on what's transforming. So I could pull it out as an advice card and tell you, here's what you probably want to be transforming. Let me pull another card. Let me pull one more card. 2 cards came out. Okay. Okay. I love it. I love the energy. 2 cards came out. Okay. This is giving us a little bit more information on how you're transforming Sagittarius Divine Feminine. Number 1, the King of Pentacles. And number 2, the Hermit. Okay. So I love that. You were going hermit mode. You're like, hey, you know what? I love that. We just talked about that. You're going within. You're working on yourself. You're like, hey, let me pull back. Let me pull back away from so much running around. Sagittarius, y'all know y'all love to go. Y'all are on the go all the time. And I tell people think Sagittarius on the go just to be on the go. Sagittarius is never on the go just to be on the go. Sagittarius is typically on a hunt for something. They got to do something. They got to knock out a task list. They're on the go to do something. They're either doing something for themselves or doing something for somebody else. Remember, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the energy of abundance and gifts, okay? So Sagittarius, they're some of the biggest hearted people out there. They love to give. They love to share. They love to give gifts. I love that, okay? But what you've decided to do is with that death card, the clarification is you decided to pull back, not worry about your connection. You ain't worrying about your divine counterpart. You're not worrying about your divine masculine. You're like, I'm going to focus on my money. I'm going to focus on bossing up. Now, the trust word is the key word for this particular King of Pentacles from the Oceanic Tarot deck. What that suggests is that King of Pentacles ain't worried about nothing. He ain't worried about a thing, okay? Look, I've done the work. I ain't focused on nothing but my coin, and guess what? I got it. So some of y'all out there are manifesting some abundance as well. Sagittarius is the right sign to manifest abundance because everything y'all touch turns to that coin he got in his hand, gold. All right? Sagittarius, everything you touch turns to gold. Everything you touch turns to gold. Jupiterian energy. That's all I got for you, Sagittarius Divine Feminine. All right? If you want to stick around to cross watch for your Divine Masculine, if you're dealing with a Divine Masculine that has Sagittarius energy or whatever, all right? Just remember what the vibes are on this channel, y'all. We don't just cross watch just to be cross watching or to be nosy. If you're going to cross watch over here, when you find out which polarity of the energy that your divine counterpart is in, if they're in high energy, celebrate with them and be happy for them. If they're in low energy, use what you learned in that cross-watching session to pray for them, okay? That's what we do over here. We don't just cross-watch just to be nosy. If you're going to cross-watch, do something with it, all right? So that's my reading for the Sagittarius Divine Feminine for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November the 20th. Now, let's move on to the Sagittarius Divine Masculine, all right? If you're Divine Masculine with Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, this reading may have some messages for you. Take what fits, what doesn't, toss it, all right? Take what fits, what doesn't, toss it. I know I shuffled these already. I'm just going to shuffle them one more time, all right? Here we go. Already. Card already flipped out. Card already flipped over. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles upright. That's your card. That's your card this week, Divine Masculine. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. That is your card. The Knight of Pentacles. I love that. What does that tell me your current energy is? That tells me that current energy for you is, with regards to how you feel about your connection, what's going on in your connection, it's moving slow, but it's progressing steady. It's moving slow, but it is progressing steady, all right? Pentacles, that's earth energy. As you can see, that knight likes to bring things back. That knight brings things forward for that king or that queen. That's what the knight does. So what your current energy is with regards to your connection is slow moving, but it's positive. Also, look at all that yellow in that card. Yellow is the color that goes with the third chakra, which is the solar plexus chakra. That's sun energy. That's masculine energy. That's the energy of strength and fortitude. That's the energy of confidence. So your current energy this week, Sagittarius divine masculine, is that you are confident in the direction that your connection is headed in. It's moving slow. It's moving slow, but it's slow and steady. And this also could suggest that you're focused on work right now. You're focused on building your coin. You know that Knight of Pentacles, he's grounded. That's the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it is also the surest. You can count on it. You can count on that Knight of Pentacles to bring whatever he told you he was going to bring, okay? So I love this energy for your current energy. Let's pull in it. I kind of don't need to pull an advice card. My advice to you really would be to just keep going. You know what? I'm not going to pull one. I'm going with Spirit. Spirit don't tell me to pull one. I'm not pulling one. No advice for you. Your advice is just to keep moving. Keep focusing on you, all right? I don't need to pull an advice card. If you're a Sagittarius, divine masculine, you got Sag in the sun, moon, rising, Mercury. I'm sorry, not Mercury, Venus or Mars. You're confident this week. You don't need to give advice to a confident man. You already know what you're doing, okay? And when I say man, obviously I'm just talking about the energy of divine masculine. You could be a female divine masculine or a male divine masculine. Y'all put it where it goes, okay? We know that we're talking about energy, and we talk about energy when it comes to chakras. We're talking about energy when it comes to tarot, okay? Same thing with astrology, energy. Gender is what packaging you came in. Everything else is just the energy, okay? So divine masculine, whether you're male or female, that is the energy you're in for the week of November 14th through November the 20th. Stay in that energy. That's my advice. Stay in that energy. You're confident already. You know you're gonna get there in time. Okay, so you're not even worried about your connection. I love that. I love that. That's showing me that the connection for the collective of divine masculines that have Sagittarius in the sun, moon, rising, Venus or Mars, is that they're confident in their connection, and they're just going to keep steady, slow but steady progress. Y'all gonna get there. That is a great sign for the divine masculine. It's telling me that the divine masculine out there is healing. So I love to see that. I love it. All right, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle the cards and we're gonna move on to the next sign. Okay, next, we're moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, my sign, baby. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, divine feminines. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you. What is your energy this week? How are you feeling about your connection? How are you feeling about your connection this week? All right, sign specific. Sign specific. We did general for divine feminines on Monday. This is sign specific on Friday, okay? Capricorn, divine feminine. What's going on? Okay, that one almost jumped out, but it didn't turn over. I asked Spirit if I should take it. Spirit said, nope, keep pulling. If it's supposed to come out, it will. All right, let's keep going. Okay, you probably, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look what came out. Look what flew out. Capricorn divine feminine. Capricorn divine feminine. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. All right? The key word there is luck. 10 of Pentacles. That's great energy for you to be in right now. That Capricorn divine feminine energy, you guys are feeling high about your connection. You're feeling stable. You're feeling like you have arrived. You have arrived at an energy where you are no longer worried about this connection. You're no longer worried about the future of your connection. You're like, hey, I'm here. I'm good. My connection is solid. My connection is solid. I got everything that it is that I want. All right. That 10 of Pentacles, that 10 of Cups. Those are the two 10 those are the two female card. Two female 10 cards. Two feminine, not female. The two feminine 10 cards. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Great energy. Great energy. You feel like, hey, you know what? I have everything I want, or everything I want is coming in. I have everything I want, or everything I want is coming in, and it's on the earth side of the coin. So, no pun intended, on the earth side of the coin. So the energy you're in right now is everything that I desire is coming into me now. I'm getting it. I've worked hard. That 10 of Pentacles is a card of hard work finally paying off. So if you're a Capricorn divine feminine out there right now, you are in the energy of my hard work is finally paying off. I'm here. I've arrived. You're feeling good about your connection, actually. You're feeling good about your connection as well. So this tells me that you have achieved a certain sense or a certain state of balance when it comes to your own inner divine masculine and divine feminine. You're no longer in that energy of, when we looked at the divine feminine collective card that came out, this was for the collective that came out on Monday, it was the Five of Pentacles. It was that card of feeling like you were locked out of your connection, okay? But guess what? Either that energy is turned around, or this is the energy of that part of the collection that wasn't feeling that, where that Monday energy did not apply to you. That Monday energy did not resonate with you. This is specific now. This is not entire divine feminine collective. This is specific to the divine feminines that have Capricorn in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. That is great energy for y'all. I don't need to pull an advice card. I don't have no advice. What advice do you get somebody who already won the race? None. All right? That's a card of victory. That is a card of victory if you ask me. That is a card of victory. I know the victory card in tarot is the Six of Wands, but listen, when you got that 10 of Pentacles and you're an earth sign too, y'all know Capricorns go that long, hard road. Capricorns get sent to the earth to do the heavy lifting. There are two signs that come to earth to do the two, really three. Three signs you kind of don't want to mess with. Kind of four, and I'm going to go in this order. I'm going to say Capricorn, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Virgo. Those are some signs that come with a lot of divine protection because they come here to do some hard work, okay? They come here to do some hard work. But that Capricorn, you're used to taking shots. That's all right. I got to keep going. That's that hybrid, that mountain lion, that mountain goat, not mountain lion, that mountain goat, half fish. So you're grounded, but you're also emotional too. You're empathic, but you're grounded and you're steady. You're sure-footed. You go the path that nobody else can walk. So when you got that 10 of Pentacles, and you're a Capricorn too, I like that. I like that for you. Your chips are coming in. Your chips are coming in. This Uranus and Taurus retrograde might bring some chips in that you weren't expecting. But your chips is coming in. That tells me that card, that 10 of Pentacles up, well, they're all up right for the Oceanic Tarot deck because I don't do reversals with that deck, respecting and honoring the creator of that deck. They did not provision for reversals in there, so that's how I only read upright from that deck. So Divine Feminine Capricorn, congratulations. That's some good energy for you to be in this week. Stay in that energy. Stay in it. Whatever you did, you won. Keep doing what wins. Keep doing what works. That's my advice for you. So that's Capricorn Divine Feminine. Let's move over to Capricorn Divine Masculine now. Let's see what the Cap Divine Masculine got going on. What's happening with y'all? Capricorn Divine Masculine, what's happening with y'all? If you're enjoying this video, sorry if that was kind of loud. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up, all right? All right, let's see what's happening. Y'all Capricorn secretive. Y'all ain't trying to tell y'all acting like Scorpio out here. Y'all don't want to come out of the deck with nothing. What's going on with y'all Capricorn? All right, that's a lot of cards that came over, but I'm taking the one off the top. Taking the one off the top, okay? Let's put the rest of these back. A few of them flipped over, but they all stayed on top of the deck, so I took the one that came off the top. And that tells me the energy you're in this week. Capricorn, Divine Masculine, that Queen of Swords. That Queen of Swords, okay? That Queen of Swords, you're watching, you're paying attention to what's going on, you're paying attention to what's going on with your connection, and with the energy I'm getting here, that Queen of Swords is somebody that does not play. That does not play. They will read you your rights if they need to. They're gonna correct you if you get out of line. All right? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. With this Queen of Swords coming out as your current energy, that tells me that you're being observant. And that sword, look what she's doing with that sword. Okay? She got the sword in one hand, but she got her hand open in the other saying, hey, I invite you to come. You got something you want to talk about? I invite you to come, but I got this sword in my hand too, so come correct. So what this tells me is your current energy is you are open to conversation. You're open to communication with who? Anybody. Anybody. You got that? She got that hand open. She has that hand open. However, she is not taking no stuff. She's not taking no stuff. So this tells me, Divine Masculine Capricorn, that you're in the energy of, hey, I'm open to communication, but I'm also I'm gonna be a little bit guarded. If you come at me wrong, then I'm gonna tighten you up. I'm gonna tighten you up. We're gonna talk. I'm not biting my tongue. I like that. We got light blue there. That light blue color, that goes with that 5th chakra, the throat chakra. Okay? The throat chakra. So you have mastery over that throat chakra, kind of like the King of Swords as well. But you're not here to play. You're not here to play. Okay? Look at that crown. Crown's yellow. So you're confident. You're confident in your communication. Remember, Swords energy is air energy. Air energy is about what we hear, what we speak, also what we see. What we see as well. So you are very confident in what you see and what you hear, okay? And in your thoughts. In your thoughts. You're very confident. I love that. I love that yellow and that red in this card too. Also, that maps back to the root chakra. So you're firm and you're secure. You're secure in your thoughts. You are of sound mind. Okay? You're vigilant. You're open to communication, but you also ain't taking no stuff. You also ain't taking no stuff. So that's your current energy. That's good energy to be in right there with regards to your connection. I'm going to pull an advice card for you, Divine Masculine, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Let's pull an advice card for you. Okay. Advice card, the 4 of Pentacles, okay? 4 of Pentacles. You know what that is? Stand on business. I'm going to call this stand on business. I'm going to call this stand on business, okay? Right now, you got your mind on your money and your money on your mind. Look at where the Pentacle's located over the chest too. So you got your heart and mind focused on your coin right now. You got your heart and mind focused on your coin. Your current energy is I'm open to communication. I'm open to talk. I'm open to observe. I'm observing. I'm watching. I welcome you. You want to talk? Come on in. That's your current energy this week. You want to talk? Come on in. But you're confident. You're confident. You're ready. You're ready for anything. You're ready for anything. You got an open palm, but meaning you're welcoming, but you got a sword in your hand, which also means you're ready for anything. And you got that yellow crown on your head. And that yellow stands for confidence. Okay, confidence. And that red, those few splashes of red that we see there, the few splashes of red that we see there in that card, that's root chakra energy. Okay, so you're confident. Even though that's the Queen of Swords, she is confident in her masculine energy. She's balanced. She's balanced between masculine and feminine. The Queen is a feminine energy, but the sword itself and speech, communication, those are masculine energies. So that Queen of Swords is very balanced. She is balanced in her masculine and feminine energy. I'm open to talk. I'm open to talk, and I will, let me hear you. Let me hear you, okay? If everything's legit, I'll put the sword away. If it ain't legit, we're going to deal with it, all right? And your advice, of course, is to just keep your mind on your money in your mind. He got 2 pentacles there underneath his feet, so he's standing on what? Standing on business. Continue standing on business, all right? All right? That is your reading, Divine Masculine Capricorn, for the week of Friday, November the 14th. February might be significant for somebody. I don't know. For whatever reason, February might be significant for somebody. But this is your reading for the week of Friday, November the 14th through Thursday, November the 20th. All right. Let's move on to Aquarius. I was about to say shorten and say Aqua, but let's move on to the Aquarius Divine Feminine. Let's move on to the Aquarius Divine Feminine Collective. All right. Aquarius Divine Feminine, what is your energy this week? What is your energy this week? All right. 3 of Pentacles. That's a good card. That's a good card. A lot of y'all out here are you're stabilizing. Earth energy is stable energy. A lot of y'all are stabilizing your energy, and you're focused on stability for your connections. You're focused on stability. A lot of y'all are focused on your money. You ain't thinking about the connection. You ain't grieving over it. You're focused on your money. Again, we got Pentacles here. The Pentacles was the overall energy for Divine Feminine that came out on Monday. It was the 5 of Pentacles. They were feeling locked out or whatever, feeling like they're blocked out of their connection. Well, guess what, Aquarius? You're in that 3 of Pentacles energy, okay? That it says recognition. It's also a card of collaboration. Let me look at some of the keywords from the Oceanic book. Let's look at some keywords here for you. Let's get some keywords for you. Okay? Three of Pentacles. Keywords are reputation, learning, skill, performance, reward, security, completion. It's time for acknowledgement as your work receives positive attention. Whether making a speech, organizing an event, or demonstrating your skills to others, your success is public rather than private. On the home front, 3 can show that now is the time for you to make home presentable so you can sell it or to renovate or redecorate your property. Whatever you do now, you can take pride in, and your work will have a lasting effect, okay? So that's the 3 of Pentacles for from the Oceanic deck. And again, keywords, reputation, learning, skill, performance, security, and completion. Let me get some keywords from this writer, Waite Smith. Hang on a second here, because I feel like there's some more messages for you guys. All right? Yeah, keyword upright, success, new doors opening for you, okay? Success and new doors opening for you. Prosperous expansion is at your fingertips as you confidently walk through new doors of opportunity, okay? So that's some more energy for you. This is the current energy for the week for you, Aquarius, Divine Feminine. Now, Aquarius, what I love about Aquarius energy, and this is Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. One of the things I love about Aquarius energy is Aquarius energy is about their business. They do not take kindly to somebody trying to box them in, trying to apply their rules to them. So this is good energy for you this week. I think I'm gonna pull an advice card for you guys, even though that's your current energy. I'm gonna see if there's any advice coming out for you guys. Hang on. This is Aquarius Divine Feminines. Aquarian Divine Feminines. All right, let's pull these. Hang on. There's my card. Advice card. This 10 of Pentacles came out again. Advice card, 10 of Pentacles came out again, okay? All right, focus on success. Your advice is to focus on success. Go get your money. Focus on the bag. And I love that energy for Divine Feminines. Divine Feminines, the Divine Feminine energy starts out as a chaser and twin flame connections. When I see this type of energy come out for you, any Divine Feminine, but especially for you, Aquarius, that's fixed air energy. I love it. This advice right here card coming out, that you got the 3 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Pentacles coming out. The key word at the bottom of this particular card from the Oceanic deck is luck. Okay, you're in your season now. You're in your season. You got Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is tearing down old structures that don't work and bringing in new, more innovative ones that are humanitarian, ones that work for everybody. And what's working for you right now is you're no longer in that chaser energy. You are focused on your coin. I love that for you. Stay with that. Stay with that, okay? That is my Aquarius Divine Feminine. Let's move on to Aquarius Divine Masculine, okay? Let me put those cards back in the deck, shuffle them one time, and then we're going to grab the Aquarius Divine Masculine, all right? Here we go. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Do not forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. It helps the channel big time. Thank you all so much for being here. All right? All right, Spirit's telling me to take this card up the top. Aquarius Divine Masculine. The Fool in Reverse came out. The Fool in Reverse came out. That tells me that you're not looking to start anything new. You're not looking to start on a new journey. Aquarius Divine Masculine. This could also tell me that you've got unfinished business. When this Fool card in reverse comes out, that tells me that's the energy of someone who is not ready to take the leap of adventure and put themselves out there, which is kind of anti-Aquarian if you think about it. But this is also a wise card, okay? The Fool in reverse is wise. Think about that for just a minute. The Fool, that was spirit confirmation right there, okay? You ain't trying to get nothing new. That was a spam call about to come in and it hung itself up. See that? That Fool in reverse, in effect, is wise. Now, some people might say they're timid, but that's another sign of wisdom, if you ask me. What's the opposite of fool? The opposite of a fool is a wise person, right? So you got this Fool coming out in reverse. That tells me that you are not ready to start a new journey because why? Someone who's not ready to start a new journey is either afraid or they have unfinished business. Okay? They're either afraid or they have unfinished business. Let me pull a clarifier. Let me pull a clarifier. That's your current energy. You're not ready to. That one. Okay, that one flew out, landed on the floor. This is just giving me some information on what. Okay, all right. So these are the two cards that came out. They both came out upright. This is just to clarify why is it that you're not ready to start? Again, I think the Fool in reverse is a wise person. And depending on the energy, it could be a timid person. That's why I pull cards, because the cards will tell me if it's that you're not moving forward because you're afraid or you don't want to start anything. This to me says unfinished business. Unfinished business. So the energy that you're probably in at this time, Aquarius, divine masculine, is that of unfinished business. Okay? So the moon. I hate doing this in reverse because I can't. Let me focus on the cards, all right? The moon. Let me pull back. The moon and the sun. The sun came out first, followed by the moon. So the reason why you are not looking to start a new journey yet, again, I told you the Fool in reverse is also unfinished business. You haven't arrived at your sun yet. You haven't arrived at your happiness yet. You're like, I'm not happy right now. I'm not happy, so how can I move on to something else when I'm not happy? The Sun card is the happiest card in the tarot deck. Everybody knows that. You're like, I'm not shining right now. My lifestyle is not showing that I'm shining. How can I start something new when I haven't finished? I haven't achieved what it is that I want to achieve yet. I'm not happy where I'm at. Now, that would sound counterproductive. I'm not happy where I'm at, so maybe I should start a new journey. But you have the wisdom to know that you don't want to leave any unfinished business. All right? You don't want to leave any unfinished business, okay? Also, that yellow on that Fool card, yellow represents our confidence. That's the solar plexus chakra. Interesting, solar plexus chakra, and then the sun, right? So that could also say that you don't have the confidence to move forward yet. Why? Or you just don't feel it's time. You don't feel that solar plexus chakra is about strength and confidence, and you confidently know that it ain't time for you to move forward yet. Okay? Why? Because you have not hit that sun cycle. You've not hit that sun energy yet. You're like, nah, I need to figure out how to complete my happiness. Okay? What's the other card that came out? The moon. The moon says, you know what? You're perhaps holding on to some secrets. You perhaps have some secrets that you're not ready to divulge yet. You probably have some secrets that you're not ready to divulge yet. The moon that's about emotions as well. So your emotions, you've got emotions and happiness, right? Sun card, happiness. The moon is emotion. That also could tell me that you got some situation, your unfinished business. The sun and the moon are divine counterparts. The sun and the moon, that's yin and yang. Okay? This is yin energy, the moon, yin energy, the sun, yang energy. That to me is divine counterparts when they come out together. They both came out upright too. So you're not ready to start a new journey. That's the energy that you're in, Aquarius divine masculine. You're not ready to start on a new journey yet because you've not secured happiness with your divine counterpart. So that tells me the energy you're in for the week of Friday, November 14th through November 20th is I am not ready to start a new journey unless it's with my divine counterpart. And I have not achieved happiness with my divine counterpart. I got some secrets. Perhaps I need to, reveal to my divine counterpart. All right. So that's your reading this week, Aquarius divine masculine. If you like that video, hit that thumbs up. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up for me. Okay. As we move on, y'all, we are 1/3 of the way through. We're 1/3 of the way finished with all of the all signs. So now we're gonna move on to Pisces. We're gonna move on to Pisces divine feminine next. Okay. We're going to move on to Pisces divine feminine next, okay? All right, I can just put these down because I'm probably going to reshuffle them again anyway. All right. Pisces divine feminine. What is your energy this week? What is your energy for the week of November the 14th through November the 20th? These cards don't even want to shuffle. These cards don't want to shuffle. They don't want to shuffle, all right? Let me do this. Let me do it a different way. Let me do it a different way, all right? All right. Pisces, divine feminine. Your card just flew out. Got more Pentacles energy. More Pentacles energy. More Pentacles energy. I think we saw this with the Scorpio Divine Feminine, okay? Pisces Divine Feminine. If you have Pisces in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, your energy this week is 7 of Pentacles. Same with the Divine Feminine from the Scorpio. That's water and water. So my water signs, if I see the same thing come out for Cancer, I'm going to know that this is the Divine Feminine water sign collective energy that we're seeing. There's 7 of Pentacles. You're looking at the potential. You got this thing. You planted the seeds for your connection. You're working on, also with Pentacles energy, that tells me that Earth, you're working. You're doing stuff with your hands, okay? You see the potential in your connection, and let me pull a clarifier for you guys. Let me pull a clarifier. This is your current energy. I'm gonna pull a clarifier for you. Let's clarify this 7 of Pentacles. All right. The 7 of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups. Okay. All right. 7 of Pentacles, your current energy. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles clarified by the King of Cups. All right. So you planted the seeds for your connection. All right. You've planted the seeds for that love connection. That you're confident with regards to your love life, your connection with your divine counterpart. All right. You see the potential in that connection. You've planted the seeds. You've done the work. You're waiting for it to grow. You're waiting for it to grow. Okay. You know that something positive is going to come out of this. Let me look at the keywords for you there on that 7 of Pentacles. Let's grab some keywords for you. 7 of Pentacles keywords: money, perseverance, dedication, work, investment, time, and success. You already know it's going to come. You know that what you've done. You know that the work you've done. You know that the work you've done, 7 of Pentacles, is going to lead to this King of Cups. All right. It's going to lead to that King of Cups energy, that King of Cups energy in your connection. All right. All right. Do I need to pull an advice card for you guys? I'm going to say yes. Let me pull an advice card. Okay. All right. Let's look at that advice. The advice card that came out was a 10 of Wands. People look at that like it is a negative card. It's not. That 10 of Wands says it's the end of you carrying this heavy load, okay? You're at the end of carrying a heavy load, so put down that heavy load. Whatever heavy load you've been carrying, okay? You planted the seeds with that 7 of Pentacles, and you're in that 7 of Pentacles energy, so you know you've done the work. You know what it's going to lead to. Any baggage that you're holding on to, let it go. Any baggage that you're holding on to, let it go, okay? Let's see. Let me see if there's any extra advice coming from the guidebook for you guys. 10 of Wands advice: set some boundaries to reduce the stress. You may need to say no to certain people. Okay, all right. I just told you that if there's any excess baggage that you're holding on to, just release it. Just release it. You did the work. You're confident in it. That King of Cups is confident. That King of Cups is confident in his heart space, his love, his emotions. So you've done the work. This is a positive reading for you, Pisces Divine Feminine. That's all I got. This is your energy for this week. My advice for you guys this week, all right, set those boundaries, but make sure that anything heavy, any excess baggage that you're carrying, this is the end of that load, the end of that cycle anyway. So any debris from that 7 of Pentacles work that you've been doing, all right, when you're guarding in that, I believe it's the Light Seers deck, where the 7 of Pentacles is someone that you show, they show a flower pot, and then with the roots and the pentacles going underneath the ground. So they planted the seeds and watching it grow. Listen, when you're gardening, sometimes you get some dead leaves and stuff like that, or some excess dirt. Lay aside those heavy weights that do so easily beset you and run your race. Okay, you've done the work. You know what it's going to lead to. The King is confident, regardless of what suit it is, whether it's cups, wands, swords, or pentacles. That King is confident, so you're confident. You know what's coming in. Just put down any excess baggage that you've been carrying on to or holding on to. Let it go. All right? That's for you, Pisces Divine Feminine. Now, let's go on to Pisces Divine Masculines. Let's go on to Pisces Divine Masculines. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. It's definitely going to help the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. All right? Okay. That's that. Now let's go on to our Pisces Divine Masculine. All right. Pisces, divine masculine. I split the deck on the strength card, by the way. Somebody might want to know about that. I split the deck on the strength card, so that's already telling me a little something there. Pisces, if you're a divine masculine with Pisces in your sun, moon, ascendant, that's 3 cards that came out. I don't want those. I got to put those back. That's too many cards. All right. If you're someone with Pisces in the sun, moon, or ascendant, or Venus or Mars, there may be a message in here for you. Okay. Take what resonates, toss the rest. Okay. Toss it out. Toss the rest. If it does not resonate, it's not for you. If it does not resonate, it's not for you. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see if anything comes out. It's these water signs trying to be secretive here. What's going on with y'all? What's going on with y'all? Scorpio is trying to be secretive. Capricorn, which is a hybrid earth and water, trying to be secretive. All right. Let me just pull from the middle. Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse, all right? Knight of Wands in reverse. That Knight of Wands is somebody that likes to take action, right? They like to take action. They like to move on. They like to move out. That Knight of Wands is also somebody that might be trying to slang some dang-a-lang. We ain't doing that. It's in reverse, okay? It's in reverse. Let me take a look here. Let me take a look. That Knight of Wands in reverse. Let's have a look. Let's see what the guidebook says for you guys. All right. Let's grab some keywords for you for that Knight of Wands in reverse. Remember, knights are about action. That wands are about activity. That's fire. Okay. Action. Taking action. Okay. That Knight of Wands in reverse. Hesitation. Right. I just told you that knight likes to go and take action. That wands. That's about action. That's fire signs. Okay. Wands are Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Those are the wands. The knights, they riding out on that horse. With yours coming out in the reverse position, divine masculine, Pisces, sun, moon, rising, Venus or Mars, you're like, nah, let me pump the brakes on that. Let me pump the brakes. Let me pump the brakes. You're hesitating a little bit. You're hesitating. You're in that energy of, I'm not getting on that horse this week. Let's find out, you know what? Let's clarify this one a little bit, and let's find out why you are not. Now, the book says it could be self-doubt, but I want a little bit more clear energy here. So let's try to find out why it is. And there's your card. There's your card, okay? Tells me the 6 of Pentacles upright, okay? So you're not taking any action right now with regards to your connection. You're hesitant. You're not moving forward with the connection. Why? It could be because you feel like you don't have anything to offer your divine counterpart. You feel like, hey, I don't. You might feel like you might be kind of in a pinch economically right now. You might be in a pinch financially and feel like you are not in the energy of moving forward or taking any action towards your divine counterpart or any action with regards to your connection because you could be economically strapped at this time. And this time of year is rough for a lot of people because the people who do celebrate holidays, you got stuff you want to do for your family, that sort of thing. It's a tight time. I get it. Okay. And what's that night? I'm sorry. I said night. Got night on the brain. What is this? What's the gentleman? He's wearing red. That's masculine energy as well. In this picture, you can see he's dropping coins into someone else's hands, and then he's got the scales of balance in the other. Okay. You might be feeling unbalanced with regards to your. Now, this guy honestly is balanced, but because I pulled this out as a clarifier for why you're not moving forward, this says to me like you don't feel like that there's any balance with regards to your finances. So because you don't feel like you have anything to offer, you're not moving forward. That's your energy this week. Pisces, divine masculine. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, Venus or Mars, divine masculine. That's your energy this week, November 20th through the November 14th through the 20th. Okay, so let's pull an advice card for you. What is the advice? What's the advice for my Pisces? What's the advice for my Piscean divine masculines? What's the advice for them in this Knight of Wands reverse energy, clarified by the 6 of Pentacles? Feeling like your money's a little bit, perhaps, not where you need it to be in order for you to go for it and take action. I want to take action, but my money ain't right now. What's your advice? Okay. Your advice is that Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. That's simple. That's simple. Self-explanatory. Your advice is stay chill. Work on your money. Work on your money. Take your eyes off your divine counterpart. That was a general collective reading for Wednesday for the Divine Masculine pool, the Divine Masculine Collective. The Divine Masculine Collective's advice was to take their eyes off their connection. Don't worry about your connection. It ain't going nowhere. Your Divine Feminine is not judging you. I promise you she's not judging you. Okay? So it's okay for you to not want to move forward. There are times in life where we want to move forward and times in life where we don't. Okay? You got to honor yourself. On my other channel, Matt D. Talford, at the end of every video, especially my live streams, I always say that the only way for you to arrive at your destiny is to operate in the energy of 100% authenticity. That means to be true to who you are. Be true to your own energy, okay? So if your current energy right now is, I don't want to move forward, and the reason I don't want to move forward right now with any activity is because I don't feel like I got anything to offer, guess what came out next? The Seven of Pentacles. Work on it, okay? Work on it. Work on it. Work on it. You can see here he's tending his garden. He ain't worried about nobody else. He's planted his seeds in the ground. So keep working on your money. Keep working on your money. That's your advice, all right? That is Pisces, Divine Masculine, whether you got Pisces in your Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus, or Mars, okay? If that message applies to you, take it. If it doesn't, it's not for you. It's for somebody else, okay? This is a huge collective. These are not personal readings. I don't do personal readings. So if anybody approaches you asking, can they do a reading for you? First of all, I wouldn't reach out to you anyway, even if I were doing personal readings. But because I'm not doing personal readings, just ignore any scammers that are telling you that God give them a words to come and help you, and that's they see your potential and all this, that, and the third, whatever. All right, so moving on. 5 down, 7 to go. Aries Divine Feminines. All right, Spirit just told me to take this card off the top. I don't even need to shuffle. Spirit told me to take this card off the top. Okay, Aries Divine Feminines. Your current energy this week is the 8 of Cups. Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus, or Mars. Your current energy right now is the 8 of Cups. You're ready to walk away from something. You're ready to walk away from something. It could be your connection. Could be your connection you're ready to walk away from. You're ready to walk away from something, okay? Could be your connection, could be job, could be. Let me pull I got it. I got it. Next card that came out is Vortex in the traditional tarot deck is the devil. Okay? Vortex in the traditional tarot deck is the devil. And like the traditional tarot deck, the devil, you got two quote unquote lovers, a masculine and a feminine there, okay? A masculine and a feminine. So what this is telling me with this devil card, it's called Vortex here with this devil card, is that what you are walking away from is you are walking away from anything that's serving as a temptation for you. This is my Aries Divine Feminines. You're walking away, your current energy is you're walking away from anything that you feel like could trap you, anything that could be a trapping for you, including, well, look, the energy here, your divine counterpart. You're like, okay, look, if my divine counterpart is in the wrong energy right now, they're in the wrong frequency, we're not vibing at the same level, I'm walking away from this connection. Now, you need to understand, you probably already know this, when you're a twin flame, if you are a true twin flame, there are a lot of people that think they're on a twin flame journey, they're not. They don't fit the criteria. You want to know what some of those criteria are? Get my book, Twin Flames, Understanding and Solving the Problem of the Avoidant, Dismissive, Divine Masculine. I talk about some basic and fundamental identifiers for whether or not you're a twin flame. That's in there, okay? I'm not going to get all into that in this reading. But you could, if you feel like you're just too obsessed, the devil card, the vortex, is not just temptation, it's also obsession. So maybe you're tired of this, I'm obsessing over something that maybe I'm not getting any reciprocity from. Maybe this is one-sided for you. Maybe you're feeling like you're not getting that input from your divine masculine. Remember, if you watched the divine feminine reading from Monday, the energy was the 5 of the general overall energy for the divine feminine collective for the week. The general, not specific to the sign, was the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling locked out, feeling like you're not in that. So this further clarifies that. It's like, okay, you're walking away from that obsession. Only way you're gonna feel locked out or locked out of something is something that you're obsessing over, something that you feel like I gotta have this thing, but I can't get at it. So you've arrived at this energy of Eight of Cups, which is walking away from what? Trappings, obsessions, temptations. So that is I could pull an advice card for what to do in the meantime, because this is your current energy. Your current energy is I'm done. I'm walking away from anything that would tempt me, anything that would trap me, anything that would keep me bound. You saw the Devil card from the Rider-Waite Smith deck. It's a card of bondage as well. Anything that's having me feeling like I'm bound, I'm walking away from it. And that's Aries energy anyway. Aries is about that life. Aries ready to go to war. Aries would rather have peace, but I can go to war on deck. They keep that in their back pocket. So that is right in alignment with who you are, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Let's pull an advice card. Okay, Spirit said keep going up the top of the deck. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, okay? Pages are messengers. I'm gonna go with the keyword off the bottom of here, opportunity. Look for new opportunities to grow your coin. Pentacles, okay? Pentacles. Could be dealing with somebody who's a little bit younger than you. You could be. I mean, pages are young. They're youthful energy as well. But I'm going to take that card the way it is. And you know what? Let me look at what the advice is from this book. This book has a whole advice section underneath each card. Let me look at that advice, what the book is saying, because there may be a message for you in here. My advice is my interpretation of that card is look for new opportunities to gain, to add to your bottom line. Work. Go to work. And that was the advice that came out in the Divine Feminine energy as well. The Divine Feminine reading from Monday. It was a six of Swords, which was sail away. We took that 6 energy and applied that to astrology. 6th house is ruled by Virgo, which is your daily tasks, your daily routines. More of that energy showing up here. All right, just focus on new opportunities to add coin to your bottom line. Now here the advice card says, look out for offers regarding property and work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be diligent. Check all contracts carefully. And the keywords are money, messages, communication, work, luck, confidence, and optimism. So maybe there's something in there for you, but definitely your energy this week, Aries Divine Feminine, is I'm over it. I'm out. Deuces. I'm going to get with you to what? Deuces to anything that would have me feeling bound. You're only going to feel bound to something that's not on your vibrational frequency anyway. It's probably lower than you. Okay, that vortex energy is devil energy. That's like the devil card in the traditional deck. So you're walking away from any type of devil energy, any type of attachments, any type of addictions, anything that would keep you in low vibrational energy. You're walking away from it. You're walking away from it. That alone stands as advice, really. You can just keep doing that. But the advice card that came out for you is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so focus on your coins. This is still in alignment with that Divine Feminine energy read from Monday. So focus on your coins. That is you, Aries Divine Feminine. We're going to go on to the Aries Divine Masculine, y'all. All right, let's put these back in the deck, shuffle it up. Put these back in the deck. I know I'm going to shuffle again, but what's wrong with shuffling twice, right? This is the Divine Counterparts channel. And there's 2 pieces in the Divine Counterpart, right? So now let's move on to Aries Divine Masculine. If you're a Divine Masculine with Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, any one of those placements might apply to you, okay? Take the messages that resonate, the ones that do not, toss them. I'm going to take that card, whatever that is. All right? Your energy this week, Aries Divine Masculine, is the 7 of Swords. I like that. Some people don't. I like that. You know why I like that? That is move in silence. Move in silence. Keep your moves silent. Keep your moves silent. When you know what happened in the whole Swords suit of cards in this traditional deck, you go back to that 5 of Swords. What happens? Somebody talked somebody out of what was theirs. They put it down. They had their heartbreak. They're sad. Somebody talked somebody out of what was theirs. Then it progresses to the 6 of Swords. You're sailing away from that conflict. But guess what happens in the 7 of Swords scene? This can be considered a negative card sometimes, but I'm going to tell you why I like it in your current energy for this week reading. Confirmation. I'm going to tell you why I like this. This Seven of Swords tells me that, hey, you know what? Divine Masculine, you are keeping your moves silent, and your energy is that of, I'm taking back what's mine. I'm taking back what's mine. I am taking back what's mine. I never lost it anyway. But I'm taking back what's mine. Go back to the reading from 2 days ago, the Divine Masculine energy update from this week, where the general collective energy reading for the Divine Masculine said the Divine Masculine collective was in Two of Cups reverse energy, feeling like you've lost your connection. Your connection's over with. But the title of that video is, it's not over. It's not over. So your card this week, you're in the energy of being sneaky, but sneaky in a good way, not in a bad way. You're being sneaky with regards to your connection. So you're moving in silence and going to take back the swords that you lost in that Five of Swords scene. Now, we didn't see a Five of Swords card this week, but I'm telling you, that is what that Seven of Swords is. That's somebody that's moving in silence and coming back to take what's theirs. They're being very vigilant. Yellow again, that's confidence. That's confidence. That's yellow, that's that solar plexus. So you moving confidently, but you're going, shh. All right? I just checked in with my spirit guides. I don't need to pull an advice card for you. Aries, Divine Masculine, y'all are warriors anyway. You're the Divine Masculine, so you're the protector of the connection. You're the protector and the defender of the connection. And you got Aries energy, so the Aries is the warrior. Aries don't play. You're a little bit impulsive, but this card right here tells me you covering your moves. You're moving in silence. So Aries energy, Aries is ruled by Mars. Guess what that other Mars energy does? Guess what that other Mars energy does? That other Mars energy, Scorpio, does what? They move in silence. So you moving like a Scorpio this week. You keeping that warrior mentality. Both Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars, so they both have, now Mars, Scorpio of course is ruled by Pluto as well. It has 2 planets, but both Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars. Mars is the energy of conflict, but it's the energy of the warrior. So the difference is Aries gonna make some noise when they show up in there. Scorpio, silent assassins. This is that silent assassin energy. And that seventh house, partnership. So you going to take back what you feel like you lost, but you moving in silence. You tiptoeing. See him, look at him. He tiptoeing. Look where his feet are. He ain't making no sound. He's on his toes, front and back. He's on his toes. He's like, let me get up out of here with not just the swords that they took from me, but some other stuff. If you got any blessings coming in, shh, keep it silent. I know that would be more coins energy, but I'm telling you, keep your moves silent. That number 7, 7th house, is about partnership, relationships. Stay silent about don't be talking to nobody. That's everything for you. Your energy and your advice is built into this one card. Aries, Divine Masculine. You got Aries in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus or Mars. Your energy this week, as well as your advice, is built into this one card. Don't talk to nobody about your relationship this week. Don't talk to nobody. Your best friend, nobody. Keep your moves silent. I don't even want to know what you're doing. Don't put it in the comments. All right? Go back to Matthew 6:6, the scripture, Matthew 6:6. Pray in secret, and the Father will reward you openly. By the time they open their eyes, they're going to see that you got back everything that you lost and then some. All right? Keep your moves silent about your partnership. That's Aries, Divine Masculine. All right? Moving on. We're halfway through, y'all. We got 6 more to go. So, Taurus. Let's put this card back in the deck. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me. It's going to help the channel to grow. Hit that like button. All right? Let's put these back. And let's go over here to my Oceanic Tarot deck. All right? We are now on Taurus, Divine Feminines. Taurus in your Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. All right? Spirit said pull from the bottom of the deck. I'm pulling from the bottom of the deck. All right, Taurus, Divine Feminine, your energy this week is a hanged man. You are chilling, all right? You're chilling and you're contemplating and you're meditating on your connection. It's a major arcana, all right? You're chilling and you are relaxing and they're in that upside down position, sometimes you can see better when you're upside down. I've heard people say that. Sometimes you can see the world more clearly when you're upside down. You see everything from the bottom up, okay? So that tells me the energy that you're in this week is contemplating, reflecting, observing, and just meditating and letting it come to you. When you're hanging upside down, the blood goes to your head, right? So you allow that blood to come to your head. What's in your head? The head is the center of your perception, your sixth chakra, okay? Chakra number 6. Look at the energy of this card. He's hanging down underwater on a piece of kelp, and the sun is shining down. The sun is beaming down activation codes. The sun is beaming down information. So here's the energy. You're in the energy of just letting it come to you. You're letting it come to you this week. All right? You're allowing your manifestation. That might be a theme there. That might be a theme there. I don't know why that word manifestation came to me. I was trying to say imagination. You're allowing your imagination to just, and that's part of your manifestation, right? Not manifestation, meditation. Part of meditation is just allowing your imagination to just roam, getting messages. You're allowing them to come to you, okay? Let me pull a clarifier for you guys. Let me pull a clarifier on that Hanged Man. Two of Pentacles. So that goes right in there. You're looking at your options. You're looking at options. Pentacles, and whenever I see pentacles, I think money as well. So your mind could be on your money as well. That's a theme right now. Maybe that's because of what's going on in the world. Maybe it's part of that Uranus in Taurus transit that we're currently under as of Friday, November the 14th, 2025, okay? Uranus has gone retrograde in the sign of Taurus, which is about money, material possessions, okay? Uranus, sudden, unexpected appearances of whatever sign it's in. That's what's showing up. So your mind is on your money right now. You also could be looking at what your options are with regards to your connection. That's the energy that you're in this week. Let me pull an advice card for you. Oh, that's too many cards. Let me put them back in the deck. Hang on. Let's get an advice card for you, Pisces. I'm sorry, Taurus. Taurus, Divine Feminine. Let's pull a. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Or you could have Pisces placements. All right. Here's your advice card. Your advice card is a Chariot. Okay. So that's an interesting card. Your current energy is that Hanged Man, and you're weighing your options. But with this Chariot coming out as your advice card movement, that's telling me that once you hit that inner knowing, whatever that is that you're meditating, whatever comes to you during your meditation, whatever comes to you with regards to the options that you're weighing, don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. Make that move. Time waits on no one. The cosmos waits on no one. All right? Why did you say the cosmos waits on no one, Matt? You have to understand that when these governing bodies, which is what these energies are, you can look that up in Jeremiah, the Bible. If you go to Jeremiah chapter 31, starting around verse 35, I believe it is, they're called ordinances. Ordinances are governing bodies. So these ordinances of the stars, the planets, the different asteroids or whatever, they help to shape and control energy on the planet. They help to govern energy in different areas of our lives. So, but they're always moving. They're constantly moving. So don't miss out on an opportunity. When it comes to you, when the result of this weighing your options while in that Hanged Man energy where you're kind of away from everybody else and just focused on you, going within, once that answer that you're seeking comes to you, make that move. That's for my Taurus Divine Feminines, okay? Make that move. If Spirit is guiding you to move toward your divine counterpart, now you're out of that chaser energy. We don't chase. Divine Feminines, you do not chase, you attract. But guess what? While you're in that meditation, while you're in that Hanged Man state, Spirit may speak to you and give you the option or give you the instruction or the advice to move toward your divine masculine. Now, I could have pulled a clarifier on what that Chariot is, but it's going to be different for everybody. I don't want to shape that. That's going to come out of your meditation. That's going to come out of your hanged man energy. So once you get it, once you get that answer, regardless of what it is, don't listen to Matt. Follow your heart. The kingdom of God is within you. Luke 17:21. The kingdom of God is within you. Okay? So go within. When you get that answer, your advice card is to move. That Chariot. Get moving. All right? By some accounts, Chariot card is also a twin flame card. It's Cancer energy, so it's about your emotions. It's about your emotions. So guess what? That Chariot, that advice, that Chariot card, because that's Cancer energy, that's also telling you to trust what you feel. Trust the answer that comes from your heart and make a movement. That answer is going to come from out of your heart when you're in this hanged man energy, weighing your options. All right? That is the Taurus Divine Feminine. Let's move on to the Taurus Divine Masculine now, okay? Taurus Divine Masculine. Let's start. Taurus Divine Masculine. Taurus in the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. What is your current energy? What's the current energy of the Taurus Divine Masculine Collective? You got Taurus in your Sun, Moon, Ascendant, Venus, or Mars. Way too many cards came out, but Spirit showed me which card to turn over, so I'm going to take that card. Because there was another card that was earmarked and it had a dog ear in it, believe it or not. Spirit said, take that card. Your current energy is Two of Cups. Two of Cups upright. I love that. I love that. Two of Cups is a card of that's a card of union. That's a card of union. That's a card of divine counterparts. Okay? So your current energy right now is you're in that union energy. Perhaps you have balanced your internal divine feminine and divine masculine energies. Perhaps you have balanced your chakras and you're in that union energy within. As within, so without. Okay? As within, so without. I'm not going to pull a clarifier on that. I love that energy. You're in that energy of union. You're in that Two of Cups energy. Your mind is on your divine counterpart and it's positive. The energy flowing between you guys is positive. Some of you could have already had that big talk or whatever with your divine counterpart and you guys have maybe settled some things and you have hit a new gear that is bringing your union or reunion forward or moving it, pushing it forward. So that's my Taurus Divine Masculine. Congratulations. That's big for a Divine Masculine. That is big for someone who had that runner archetype. That tells me that you are no longer running anymore. You're no longer running, but you're also not chasing. You did something. You did something, Taurus Divine Masculine. You did something. Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Divine Masculine. You did something that is fostering this union energy. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. I don't think I'm going to pull an advice card for you guys. I like that energy. I don't think I'm going to or need to pull an advice card. So remember, the Divine Masculine collective energy was the Two of Cups in reverse. But guess what Taurus is? Taurus is two of Cups upright. Remember what I said on Wednesday in that Wednesday reading, reversals are temporary states. You're not supposed to stay in that reversal energy. That reversal energy is showing you what you need to come out of, okay? When it's a positive card, okay? When it's a not so positive card, then, that reverse, okay, you've done the work to get out of that negative energy. But typically speaking, reversals are temporary states. It's not something that even if you're in a, let's say you're in a negative card that's reversed, or a heavy energy. Let's say you're in the three of Swords reversed or the Five of Cups reversed or whatever. You know what I mean? You can now move on past that, and that card can go back in the ethereal deck, so to speak. So reversals, positive or negative, are temporary states. You have gone from, if you were ever part of that, if you were part of that group, if Wednesday's reading resonated with you, you turned it around quickly. But if Wednesday's reading didn't resonate with you, Taurus Divine Masculine, it was probably because you were already in this energy. So you did something to repair the breach between you and your divine counterpart, and I'm so happy for you. I'm feeling good vibes off that card. I do not need to pull an advice card. So congratulations on your hard work. Everybody knows Taurus is one of the hardest work. All of the earth signs work hard. Taurus is that stable, fixed earth energy, all right? They go 10 toes down and they don't move. So when the Taurus gets locked in on something, they're not coming up until they have achieved what it is that they were trying to achieve. So my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you. Two of Cups upright. That's great energy for that Taurus Divine Masculine. We're putting that back in the deck. All right. Let's shuffle it one time and we're going to move on to Gemini. The twins. The Lover's card. Talking about twin flames. Here we go. Let's get it. Thank you. Hit that like button, Taurus. Hit that like button on your way out. Taurus, on your way out, hit that like button, okay? All right. Now, let's go over here to our Gemini Divine Feminine Collective. Let's see what y'all got going on this week. What is your energy for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November 20th? Taurus, Divine Feminine. I'm sorry, not Taurus. I keep saying Taurus. Gemini, Divine Feminine. What is your energy for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November 20th? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars? All right, nothing wants to come out. Let's shuffle one more time. Getting all kind of notifications here. The spirit telling me, yeah, you're doing the right thing. Shuffle one more time, Matt. Here we go. All right. I'm going to take this one off the top. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Gemini, Divine Feminine. Gemini in the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. It says achievement here. It says achievement. Achievement, all right? Eight of Pentacles is also a card of working on something. This tells me you're in the energy of either working on your connection or you feel like you've achieved something tangible. You've achieved some tangible results in your connection. Let me have a look at the guidebook for this particular deck. Eight of Pentacles. Achievement. Okay, some keywords are analysis, dedication, detailed work, commitment, money, education, perfectionism. All right, Eight of Pentacles, achievement. The eight shows achievement in your profession or field of study. It is the card of perfectionist, the card of the perfectionist who knows that the small details can be important. You take pride in your work and set high standards. This attitude now pays off. Your finances improve as a result of hard work and a commitment to succeed. An additional meaning is exam success or return to education as you decide to deepen your expertise. All right? That Eight of Pentacles, let me tell you something about that. Eight energy, first of all, eight goes with the eighth house of transformation. Remember, I look at a lot of different things here. Eight, I look at the numerology, I'll look at the astrology as well. Eighth house is ruled by Scorpio. That's the energy of transformation. So there's something that you did to transform your situation with regards to your money, your coins, okay? Your success in the workplace perhaps. So the energy that you're in right now is, hey, you know what? I've arrived at something that I've achieved. Let's see what it is. Let's see if I get any more information. Let me pull maybe one more card, a clarifier. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we can get a little bit of information. If nothing comes out, I'm not going to take it because that's spirit saying, hey, you know what? This person right now, we're in Scorpio season. Maybe they want to be secretive about what it is that they've achieved. But you know what that is. You know what that is for you, Gemini. All right? Gemini, Divine Feminine. And there's nothing coming out. So I'm not going to pry. I'm not going to pry. But Eight of Pentacles, achievement. Let me pull an advice card for you. Let me pull an advice card. This is your energy this week with regards to your divine counterpart connection. You did exactly what we talked about in that Monday reading. You were focused on your coins. And so guess what? You're in the energy of achievement right now. Your mind right now is telling me that you're perhaps not as focused on your divine counterpart connection as you are on your money. And that's a solid position for divine feminine energy. That tells me that you've done a lot of work to heal. Okay? All right, nothing is coming out here. So here's what I'm going to do. And again, every reader's different. I'm going to take that same card and look at what the advice is. Look at the advice position from the guidebook. Advice for the Eight of Pentacles is you have the ability to earn more and learn more. Whatever you focus your energy on, success will follow, okay? So your advice is keep going. Real simple. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. Whatever you're in a groove right now. You are in a groove. You've hit a gear, you've hit a top gear. Keep going. Keep collecting. Keep collecting. Keep collecting your coins. Gemini, divine feminine, keep collecting your coins. I happen to know a couple of Gemini divine feminines, and they're about their money. So this one is for you, if you're one of them. That's all I got for the Gemini divine feminines. Let's move on over to the Gemini divine masculines, okay? If you're a divine masculine with Gemini and your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, this is for you for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November the 20th. Let's see what you got. All right. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Seven of Wands came out in reverse. Seven of Wands came out in reverse. What is it that you're tired of defending? What is it that you've abandoned defending? Okay, your current energy is Seven of Wands in reverse. You've stopped defending something. Let's find out what that is. Let's find out what it is. You're not defending something here. Hold on a second. Or it could say you've come out of the energy of being defensive. Seven of Wands is a card of defense. It could also suggest that you've come out of being defensive. Were you being defensive with regards to your connection? Were you being defensive with regards to your divine counterpart, your divine feminine? Your divine feminine, okay, your divine feminine may not be a Gemini, so I'm not going to say that, but you're coming out of either you're coming out of the energy of being defensive, or you've decided that something is no longer worth defending. I need a clarifier for that. I need a clarifier, okay? I need a clarifier for that. Let me shuffle this deck. I want a clarifier for that. Seven. Why? What more information can we get about this Gemini, Gemini divine masculine, who has this Seven of Wands in reverse? What other information can we get? Let's see. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button for me. Y'all. Okay, here's your card that jumped out. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Interesting. That's an interesting clarifier, huh? You're no longer defending. Page of Swords. I need a little bit of help with this one. Let me see. Page of Swords. Enthusiasm, eagerness to learn. The pages are the first of the 4 court cards and are considered the messengers of the tarot. Maybe you're no longer defending your message. Maybe you don't care what people think about what you have to say anymore. That's Gemini energy too. The Page of Swords has a youthful energy and may represent a child or younger person. You could be dealing with a younger divine counterpart. Or even a message from your own inner child urging you to follow your natural curiosity and be open to learning new things. The young Page of Swords stands with his sword raised, practicing for a battle that may arise. He wants to be prepared, feels excited and nervous, and appears to look around to see who's coming. Practicing how to wield his sword with intention builds his confidence, ensuring he will be ready to engage when the time is right. Okay? I will tell you what here. This is what this is telling me. This is telling me that, okay, you are no longer defending your messages or what it is that you think. Maybe people got something to say about your connection. Maybe people got something to say about your divine counterpart. Maybe they're like, I don't know if that's somebody you want to deal with, or why are you dealing with her, or what is it about that person? I mean, some of y'all could have a karmic attachment that's tired of hearing y'all talk. Let me pull one more clarifier card here. I didn't want to get into this single. All right, take the card that came off the top. The Five of Swords. Yep. That explains everything. That explains everything I needed to hear. So you got somebody probably trying to talk you out of your connection. Somebody got something bad to say about your connection. Somebody got something bad to say about your divine counterpart. And you're the energy you're in right now is I'm not defending what it is that I got going on. I'm not defending my situation anymore. I don't care what y'all got to say about me or my divine counterpart. Let me pull an advice card for you. I don't care what y'all got to say about me or my divine counterpart. You're not gonna talk me out of nothing. Okay, that's that Five of Swords energy. You're not defending what it is that you say or feel or think, not feel. Feels is cups. What you say or what you got to think about your divine counterpart, you're not defending it anymore. Now, Page of Swords in some readings is a silent stalker, a silent watcher. So you know what? That's somebody that ain't talking. Sometimes that Page of Swords is somebody that ain't talking. Now, it says that Page of Swords also is someone that's enthusiastic. So yeah, you're enthusiastic about your divine counterpart. Maybe you silently watch your divine counterpart. Maybe somebody asking you why you watching them. Okay, try to pull your advice card here. Let's take this card off the top. Maybe that's what's going on with you, and you just tired of people talking about your situation. So you're like, I ain't saying nothing to y'all no more. I'm not defending my position anymore, and y'all not gonna talk me out of my person. Y'all not gonna talk me out of my person or my situation. That's the energy that you're in this week. That's good energy to be in, divine masculine. You are now stepping into that divine masculine energy. That is what your connection needs. Your connection needs you to step up and be a defender of your connection. Now, this is saying that you're no longer defending your position, your thoughts, or what you got to say about your person. You ain't letting nobody talk you out of it. I'm not even dealing with y'all anymore. I'm not even dealing with y'all anymore. That's the energy that you're in right now. Page of Swords. Okay? Stop. I could use that as an advice card, but I pulled an advice card. Okay? The advice card that came out. The Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse, okay? The Empress in reverse. Let me tell you why I think what I think of that as advice. What I think of that as advice, and I may refer to the book here to give me some additional messages. But what I think of that card coming out in reverse as advice, that Empress is the most benevolent, feminine energy. Remember, everybody, there's no gender in tarot. There's no gender in astrology, okay? Well, technically, some people, like if they're going to give you a progressed moon reading or something and tell you, there are astrologers that could tell you what gender your child's going to be, and when they're looking at futures and stuff like that. But generally speaking, everyone has divine masculine and divine feminine energy in them, okay? If you're a living thing, you got 3 masculine chakras and 3 feminine chakras. So this Empress coming out in reverse. Let me tell you about the Empress. The Empress is the most benevolent, not to mention the beauty part, okay? But the Empress is the most benevolent energy in the tarot deck. So what your advice is with this Empress coming out in reverse, is pull your hand back. Stop overgiving. Stop overgiving. Stop overgiving. That goes with this energy right here. I ain't defending myself with my position against y'all no more. I don't care what y'all got to say or think. I don't care what y'all got to say or think about my connection. You're not talking me out of it. I've listened to y'all long enough. I've listened to y'all karmics long enough, trying to trick me out of my position. I'm done with it, okay? This Empress in reverse advice card is telling you, whoever those energies are, stop giving to them. Stop giving to those energies. The Empress is a benefactor. She's a benefactor. She combines all of the energies of all of the queens. All of them. Okay? Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. All that energy is embodied in this beautiful Empress. The Empress, that's Venusian energy. That's the energy of Venus. Venus is beauty, luxury, okay? Venus rules over the 2nd house and the 7th house, okay? This Empress card coming out in reverse as your advice card is perhaps it's time to end some of those negative partnerships. Perhaps it's time to end some of those negative partnerships. Let me see if there's any additional messages for you. I'm going to go here. The Empress in the Oceanic Tarot deck would be the Queen of the Ocean. And when it comes out in the advice position, it says it's time to grow and evolve. Enjoy and invest time in your relationships, your home, your spiritual practice, and new creative projects, okay? That would be for if it came out in the Oceanic deck, and all of those are upright readings. So you can also take that same advice. Stop overgiving to others. Take that advice and pour it into yourself. It says it's time to grow and evolve. Enjoy and invest time in your relationships, yours, your home, your spiritual practice, and new creative projects. So it's time for you. I like you can use whichever advice you want, but my advice to you, not related to the book, is that Empress in reverse is telling you that it's time to stop giving to those energies that are always got something to say about what it is that you're doing. Always got something to say. Always trying to talk you out of. It's time to cut those off. Remember, the Empress is Venus energy. Venus rules over the 7th house of partnerships. maybe you have a partnership or an attachment, a karmic partnership perhaps, that's constantly trying to talk you out of your divine counterpart. It's time to end that. That Empress reverse, it's time to end that, okay? That's your reading this week. That's your advice this week. Gemini, divine masculines. If you have Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, not Mercury, I keep saying Mercury. Maybe somebody's got some communication coming in and we are in a Mercury retrograde, okay? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, if you have Gemini in those positions. Next, we're dealing with Cancer. Got 4 signs left to go, y'all. Cancer, divine feminine, okay? Coming to y'all next. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, okay? All right. Spirit told me to take this card. That's the one I'm going to take. It came out again. No, wait. You know what? Hang on. I need to shuffle, y'all. I need to shuffle. I'm getting mixed messages. I need to shuffle and see what comes out automatically. If you got a Cancer in your sun, moon, Venus, sun, moon, ascendant, Venus, or rising. Sun, moon, ascendant. Yo, I don't know who out there in that Cancer, somebody with Cancer in their sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. Y'all going through it right now. Y'all going through some tumultuous emotions right now, okay? Because I'm already getting mixed, scattered messages. That hasn't happened for any other group, any other sign that has not happened for. So y'all Cancer, y'all been Cancer, divine feminine. Y'all been going through it. Cancer, divine feminine. Y'all been going through it. Okay. Get a lot of messages. Cancer, divine feminine. Y'all have been going through it. Cancer, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. What is your? We're already getting some insight into what your energy this week looks like. But stand by. We're going to see what the cards say. Yeah, nothing wants to come out automatically, okay? So, we go manual mode. We go manual. And there's our card right there. There's our card. As soon as I say I'm going manual, one card jumps out. Your energy for the week of November 14th through November 20th is consistent with what I've been feeling already, trying to get these cards out. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords. Okay. Hang on, watching technical difficulties there. Two of Swords. A lot of y'all feel like you're at a crossroads with regards to your connection. A lot of you feel like you're at a crossroads in your connection. Your mind is going back and forth. Should I stay or should I go? What's going on? He loves me not. I love him not. I love her not. She loves me not. Divine feminine, doesn't matter if you're female or male, it's all energy. You are in some serious Two of Swords energy right now. Crossroads. You're not sure which way to go. That's your energy this week for this connection. This is why I was getting mixed messages with the cards. This is why the cards all over the place. 1 minute they don't want to come out. Next minute it's like, take this card. No, take that card. I'm like, whoa, that ain't spirit. That ain't my spirit team. I'm picking up the energy of the divine feminine Cancer collective, and I'm a Cancer moon, so we absorb energy. Interesting. All right, that's your energy this week. You're in that Two of Swords energy. You're at a crossroads. You probably don't know which way to take with regards to your connection. The first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is, one, go back and look at the divine feminine reading from Wednesday. If you did not look at it, go look at the divine feminine reading from this week. I said Wednesday. That was the male, divine masculine. Monday. Go look at Monday's divine feminine. See? Y'all see this energy? Y'all see what I'm talking about? Let me drink some water. Cancer's a water sign. Let me drink some water. Cancer. Wow. Divine feminine. Cancer, divine feminine. I'm interested to see what the Cancer divine masculine energy looks like. Y'all going through it right now. Y'all are going through it. Go and look at that divine feminine reading from Monday, which said, take your eyes off your divine masculine for long enough. That's for somebody right there. You need to be single-eyed. Be single-eyed, okay? I'm giving you advice already, and no advice card has come out. You're being single-eyed. You need to be single-eyed. You're at a crossroads. You're trying to figure out what to do. When I see Two of Swords, I almost see Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. I'm being honest. It's not quite that bad yet, but I'm almost seeing eight of Swords and Nine of Swords. Let me see something here. Y'all pardon me. That was a confirmation burp right there. Two of Swords, crossroads. You are at a crossroads and there is a decision to be made. The two crossed swords signify tension and indecision. Is that not what we see? It's not. I mean, I'm picking it up. Locked in conflict, neither can win as their power appears to be equal. The situation may or may not be of your own making. Your perspective is blocked or there's an obvious clue that you are not seeing. Some keywords are doubt, uncertainty, stalemate, indecision, being stuck, disconnection, and blocks. I'm going to read this advice, even though this is not your advice card. I'm going to give y'all a little bit of extra care because Cancer, Divine Feminine, y'all need a hug right now, okay? Your advice says, look again, take a fresh angle. Any action or decision is better than none. This is a great opportunity for a breakthrough in your thinking. Swords are thoughts and words, and also sights. Some of y'all Cancer, Divine Feminines, y'all need to stop looking up your Divine Masculine. You need to stop going through his social media, trying to see who he's talking to, trying to see who's commenting on whatever videos or whatever content he's putting up there. Stop. Go back to that Divine Feminine reading on Monday. Focus on yourself, okay? I'm giving you advice already. No advice card has come out. That Two of Swords, you're at that crossroads. If you cross-watching for a Divine Feminine, Cancer, if you're a Divine Masculine, cross-watching for a Divine Feminine with Cancer in the Sun, Moon rising, Venus and Mars, pray for them. Pray for your Divine counterpart. Pray for your Divine counterpart. Y'all know what we do over here with cross-watchers, okay? Let me pull an advice card. Cancer, my heart goes out to you. I'll give you a virtual hug from your boy. Virtual hug. All right? Virtual hug. I was going to say something earlier, but I guess it didn't need to come out of me. I said go and watch that Divine Feminine reading from Monday, and there was one other thing I wanted you to do, and it's escaping me right now, but it's going to come back to me. It's going to come back. Two Swords, two cups came out. I said Two of Swords. Two cards came out. I said two cups. See? All over the place. Your energy is all over the place. Bring it back. Bring it back, Cancer. Bring it back. Two advice cards came out for you. Getting that Queen energy. Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. All right? I hate doing this on the camera, y'all. It's weird doing this on your laptop camera. Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups. Ooh, Lord, y'all in some heavy energy. I'm going to pray for y'all, Cancer, Divine Feminine. I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for y'all right now. I am praying for y'all right now in my spirit. I'm praying for y'all. Your advice is Queen of Cups, sensitivity, and Queen of Wands, passion. Let me read the advice placements from the book as your advice. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. That's telling you to settle it down. That Queen of Cups, okay, tap in. I mean, you're already sensitive. Let me read from the book. This is crazy. This is crazy. Y'all are in some major conflict energy right now. I want y'all out of it. I want y'all out of that energy. Cancer, Divine Feminine. Queen of Cups. Advice. Tune in to your nurturing side. Tune in to your nurturing side. In decision making, your emotional intelligence is your best guide. Okay? I'm going to tell you to go back and watch that Divine Feminine reading from Monday, where the situation card was the Five of Pentacles, where you're feeling like you're locked out of that connection. This is a continuation of that energy. Cancer, Divine Feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. That's a continuation of that energy. So with that, I also said that what you want to do is you want to focus on your daily tasks. Focus on getting something organized. Even focus on being of service to someone else. Since we're talking about the sign Cancer, I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer back in 2011. And while I was going through that struggle, one of the things I did to keep my mind off of my own situation was I went and I served others. I volunteered. I went and sat with other people in the freaking chemo ward and stuff like that. I went and I said, you know what? Let me take my mind off myself. Let me see who else needs help. That actually helped me get through that physical C-word battle. So I'm telling you to go and that's what the Queen does. That queen, she loves to serve others. She loves to serve others. That Queen of Cups. Okay, sensitivity. The Queen is the Queen of Hearts, a sensitive, compassionate woman who is gentle toward her friends and openly loving toward her family and partner. She offers loyalty, inspiration, and creativity, so your projects will thrive too. As the U card in a reading, the Queen shows you that now is the time to focus on relationships, children, and sharing with friends. If single, she predicts you are emotionally ready for new love. Okay, that's your advice card. I'm telling you to be single-minded. And I don't mean single-minded as in relationship. I'm talking about get out of this back and forth energy. Stop thinking about him or her if you're a male divine feminine dealing with a female divine masculine. Okay? And let's look at the advice for the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands ready to take some action. She's ready to take some action, passionate action. Also, the Queen of Wands is the most beautiful queen in the deck. So you also might want to just focus on your appearance. Focus on your appearance. Get in the gym. Get gym fine. So I know we're coming into winter, but start working on your summer body. Fellas, start get in the gym and pump some iron. Especially my guys. When you guys or girls, let me say this. If you get in that gym and pump iron, that is one of the quickest ways to deal with stress. Get in there and pump some iron. Either heavy weights or high reps, okay? Queen of Wands. This says the advice for the Queen of Wands or Queen of Wands coming out in the advice position is to follow your intuition to make the best decisions in relationships, work, and projects. Some key words are enthusiasm, leadership, creativity, intuition, relationships, strength, and integrity. Passion. The Queen thrives in company and is passionate, talkative, and dynamic. She leads by example. Got to get out of your head. Got to get out of your head and get into your activity. Through her work and beliefs, she inspires others to fulfill their potential in relationships. She speaks from the heart. What did I just say? Sometimes the quickest way to get your mind off of your situation is to go do something for somebody else. Communication is vital to her, and she may find it frustrating dealing with people who are closed off from their emotions. As the U card in a reading, the Queen shows it's time to honor your special talents. Do something with your hands. That was the advice from Monday's reading. Do something to get your mind out of this scattered energy. Okay? Breathe. Swords is air energy. Tell yourself a new story. Tell yourself I'm going to be all right. Tell yourself this situation is going to work itself out. Because it always does. You got to calm your emotions. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Divine Feminine, Cancer. Let me get off this energy. All right? That's your advice this week. Getting that Queen of Cups energy. Getting that Queen of Wands. Getting that Queen of Wands energy. Getting that Queen of Cups energy. All right? Get out of your head. Take your eyes off your divine counterpart. Go back and look at that Monday reading on Divine Feminines. Okay? All right? That's all I got for y'all. I got to disconnect from this energy, okay? Get in that Queen of Wands energy. Be passionate about some project. Wands is creativity. Activity, creativity. Get in sync with your internal passions. Go within. Find out what it is that you're passionate about. Take your mind off your divine counterpart. That's going to work. That's going to work at that situation out. That situation is going to work itself out. I got to disconnect from this energy, y'all, because it's got me stuttering and everything else. That is Cancer, Divine Feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mars. I'm praying with y'all, okay? North Node 2. If you're Cancer, North Node, Divine Feminine, okay? Let's get on to the Cancer, Divine Masculine. That was, wow, that was some heavy energy. All right? That was some heavy energy. What popped up while I was shuffling there was lovers, okay? Divine counterparts. Is that a message for this divine masculine Cancer or Cancer divine feminines? I just told you you're thinking about your divine counterpart. That Two of Swords, that's two. Two energy. Taurus, stand 10 toes down on focusing on you this week. Go from that double-minded. The scripture says a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. That's why the energy for divine feminine on the Cancer side was so unstable. That Two of Swords energy. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's scripture. Look it up. All right? Now, Cancer Divine Masculine. Let's see what your energy is for the week of November 14th through November 20th, 2025. And if you're cross-watching for a divine feminine that has major Cancer placements, pray for them, okay? Card that flew out, Queen of Wands. How about that? How about that? So the divine feminine Cancer's advice was to be in the energy that the divine masculine Cancer's in already. Queen of Wands. I love that for you. I love that for you. Look at that. That darn can't. Now, again, fellas, any divine masculines out there, Queen, come on, fellas. Y'all already know. I'm tired of explaining it, okay? All right? That is energy. So the Queen of Wands is, she's fly. She's fly. So fellas, get fly. Get fly. Get fly. I'm looking at this card. Get fly, fellas. Not get fly. I'm not giving you advice. You already in that energy. You flossing. You flossing. You probably going out looking good. You probably got your cologne on. You smelling good. You like, yeah, you know what, man? I'm putting myself out here and I'm gonna look my best. I'm gonna feel my best. That. Now I know I'm not suggesting that your divine counterpart, divine Cancer, divine masculine. I'm not suggesting that your divine feminine has Cancer energy, but y'all might be upsetting y'all. Some of y'all upsetting your divine feminines out there right now because of the way y'all looking and showing up. All right, keep looking and showing up that way. She's working on her own stuff. You keep looking and feeling your best. You know why? And you know why? I mean, that's the energy you're already in. And guess what? That black cat there says that one, you also have spiritual protection, but you also are intuitive as well. You also are intuitive as well. So you're tapping into your intuition, and you're guarding yourself spiritually. You stepping out there. You focusing on your passions. You focusing on your creative projects or whatever. That yellow. What's that yellow? That yellow represents confidence. That yellow represents the third chakra, which is the solar plexus. That represents confidence. All right. Self-assuredness, fortitude, intestinal fortitude. That's the energy you're in right now. Congratulations. I like that. You feeling strong this week. You feeling strong and you feeling like you're looking good. I don't care if you divine masculine that's a female or divine masculine that's a male. You're focused on your passions. You're focused on looking good. You're focused on being creative. All right. And you're also focused on being of service to others. So your mind is not as wrapped up in your divine counterpart as the Cancer divine feminines are. As the Cancer divine feminines are. So, do I want to pull an advice card for you? I kind of don't need to. Not with your energy being as the Queen of Wands. Keep doing what you're doing. You there. You there. Keep showing up. You know what? I'm gonna read the advice for the I just read the advice for the Queen of Wands, okay? Follow your intuition to make the best decisions in relationships, work, and projects. You're already doing it. You don't need any advice. Just keep doing what you're doing. Cancer divine masculines, keep doing what you're doing. And if you happen to know any divine feminines that have Cancer placements, or if you're a divine feminine, your divine counterpart is Cancer, then Cancer in the sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars, then lead by example. Y'all notice the difference in my energy with this Queen of Wands, this Cancer divine masculine versus the Cancer divine feminine? Went straight through. Calm, settled, steady. I love that for you. You really don't need any advice. Keep doing what you're doing. But again, if your divine feminine has those major Cancer placements, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, even in the North Node, pray for her. Or him, if it's a male. You know, remember, this is just energy. Pray for your person if they have Cancer in those major placements. Pray for them. And you know what? Lead by example. Just keep showing up. Maybe they'll look at you and say, hey, you know what? I need to be that steady. I need to be that steady. All right? That's all I got for you, Cancer divine masculines for this week. That's a great read. That's great energy. I love it. That's great energy. Great energy, okay? Next, we're moving on to Leo. We got 3 more signs, y'all. Next, we're moving on to Leo. Leo. Let's do it. Leo, divine feminine. Leo, what's your energy for the week of November 14th through November 20th? Right there. I love that. That's Leo all day, baby. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Completion. Happiness. You've arrived. Happiness. You got everything you want. Your heart's desire. Your wishes. You see your wishes this week. You see that your wishes have come true. Whatever it is that you were wishing for, it has come true. You got it. Your heart is this big right now. Leo, divine feminines, your heart is this big this week. Maybe you've achieved happiness with regards to your connection. Maybe you finally, I told y'all, listen, this is the season where these divine reunions are going to start coming in. They're going to start manifesting. Part of the reason for this channel and the book is to help push that forward. We're here to help foster inner union first, and then any destined outer unions, any destined outer unions. We're here to help foster those. You're at the 10 of Cups. You're at the 10 of Cups. I'm not gonna pull an advice card for you. Divine Feminine Leo energy. This might be the shortest reading. You're there. Whatever you did to arrive at your happiness, guess what? Leo is that star of the show energy. Maybe you want to go and teach it to somebody else that's on the divine counterpart journey. Maybe you want to share success tips at this point. Maybe you want to share your success tips. And Leos, they love being the center of attention. So you love when the camera and the spotlight's on you. Admit it. I got a lot of Leo friends and Leo family members, and they are not shy for the most part, unless they got a moon sign that contradicts that or whatever, or that works against that. But yeah, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, Leo Divine Feminine. 10 of Cups. Whatever you did, you're there now. Whatever work you did, you are there. You are there at your happiness. And that happiness, that 10 of Cups, let me tell you something. That is complete emotional happiness. Complete emotional happiness and freedom. I don't know what your situation is with your divine counterpart, but you are happy within first. Okay? You are happy within first, and as within, so without. Okay? Our outer world is always a reflection of our inner world. So now my advice to you is just keep shining your light bright. Keep shining your light. We're here to drive the darkness out of this realm. So everybody that want to be here in some high vibrational energy can do so happy in a happy way, comfortably and peaceably, and safely and securely. That's what the light does. All right. Leo Divine Masculine. Leo Divine Masculine. Leo Divine Masculine. Wow. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. All right. Leo Divine Masculine. What is your energy, Leo Divine Masculine, for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November 20th? And there it is. Now, it's interesting, quite a contrast. We're still in that Cups energy, but that Leo Divine Masculine is in some 4 of Cups energy. As you can see, I love that cloud imagery there is, look, that's spirit. That's the Holy Spirit. That's the divine. That's source. That's God. That's the angels. That's your ancestors. That's the spirit realm trying to bring you that cup of love, and you sitting there with your arms folded like you don't want it. What's wrong? What's wrong, Leo Divine Masculine? Why are you in that 4 of Cups energy? Why are you sitting by yourself? Does it have to deal with your divine counterpart? Does it have to deal with your divine counterpart? Is that the reason why you're in that 4 of Cups energy? Let me pull a clarifier. Clarifier is the 10 of Pentacles, okay? So you're in that energy. It's got something to do with your money. It's got something to do with your money, or you're in that energy. The 10 of Cups is a cup. 10 of Pentacles is also a card of happiness. You got everything that you want. You got enough to share with other people. You can look at the dogs sitting around. You got family around or whatever. That 10 of Pentacles, that's as happy as that 10 of Cups. Okay, that's as happy as that 10 of Cups, but it's earth energy, so it's about things. It's about possessions. You are in that 4 of Cups energy because you feel like you don't have everything you want. You may not be, and I forget which other. We saw this before in one of the other signs from the Divine Masculine, but you feel like perhaps you're not thinking about love. You're not thinking about your emotions right now. I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't want to hear from my divine counterpart. I can't talk to them. Why? Because I can't give them this. I can't give them this. So your mind's on that. That's where you are right now. Okay? And again, going back to that Divine Masculine reading from Wednesday, where the situation card was the 2 of Cups in reverse for the collective. It's like, hey, you know what? I feel like my situation's over with my divine counterpart. This could be a continuation of that. This could also mean, hey, you know what? You don't want You're not looking for a relationship with anybody else. Don't bring me no new relationship. Don't bring me nothing. I don't want nothing that's, look, my heart is already full. I can't put nothing else in my heart. The type of energy I got in it right now, I can't put nothing else in it. Just leave me alone. Leave me be. Let me just sit under this tree and figure my life out. Let me sit under this tree by myself and figure my life out. I'm not in the emotions I want to be in right now. Okay? Why? Because you feel like you don't have this to offer in your connection. Now, you probably also connected with a divine counterpart that loves you just for who you are, and they don't care that you're not here. But I get it. As a man myself, I'll tell you what my daddy taught us younger. He said, listen, if you ain't got enough for y'all, if you ain't got enough for you, you ain't got enough for y'all. Let's start there. Work on your own money, son. Get enough for you and then enough for you and her if you want to bring her into your situation. So I understand this. You get no judgment from me. I understand that this is the reason why you're in this energy. Or this is the reason why you're in this energy. I get it. I understand it. However, we got to get you some advice because you can't be sitting in that 4 of Cups energy. Remember, we attract what lives at the level, the vibrational frequency level that we're vibrating at. So you don't want to be sitting in that 4 of Cups energy because you're going to attract more stuff to keep you in that 4 of Cups energy with regards to this. Okay, so let's get an advice card for you. What's up, family? Listen, I want to tell you guys I have to apologize. We had a little error in the video during the advice card section for the Leo Divine Masculine. So any Divine Masculines out there with Leo in the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, or perhaps even North Node. I got a phone call that distracted me. You guys probably saw that on the camera. I hit the mute button, which I don't know why. I'm not doing it live. So just a habit from me getting interrupted sometimes during my live streams on my other channel. But I hit that mute button, and when that phone call ended, I did not go back and unmute it. So I had about 8-9 minutes or so of me talking with no sound. So I had to trim that out. So just to bring it back around, the advice for you guys that had the Leo Divine Masculine, your advice cards, the 2 of them came out. Actually, it was 1, and I pulled the clarifier. The 1 card, the advice card came out, was the Page of Pentacles. That Page of Pentacles basically tells you to be on the lookout for opportunities to work opportunities to make some coin for yourself. Be on the lookout for it, okay? Listen, pay attention, be observant, be aware, be wary of. The pages in tarot are messengers. So you may have a message coming in or some opportunity presenting itself with regards to your money, your income. So be aware of that. Just be on the lookout for it. Also, keep in mind, we are in a very powerful astrological transit that has to deal with money, and that is Uranus, which is the energy of sudden, unexpected activity. It has gone retrograde, meaning it's spinning a block. The universe is spinning a block with regards to Uranus, and it moved from Gemini back into the sign of, and we're talking about tropical transit, of course. I'm not talking about Vedic or sidereal. Tropically speaking, Uranus, the energy of sudden, unexpected activity of whatever type. It is moved retrograde from Gemini backwards into the sign of Taurus. Taurus brings with it the energy of material possessions, money, acquisitions, wealth, that sort of thing. So that is all Taurus energy. So this Page of Pentacles could tell you, hey, look, you got an opportunity coming towards you that you may not see coming with this current astrological transit. So I pulled a clarifier for that, and the clarifier or extra information for that Page of Pentacles advice card for you, Leo Divine Masculine, is the King of Cups. Now, how does this apply to that Page of Pentacles energy? It's very simple. Trust your instinct. Trust your, if some of you out there may be empaths, some of you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio placements. You may have it in your moon sign, which is the governor of the emotions. Maybe or maybe not. That part isn't important. What's important is the King of Cups is the clarifier for your advice card, which is the Page of Pentacles. So that King of Cups clarifying that Page of Pentacles says to you to trust your instinct. Trust your instinct. Whatever that opportunity is that presents itself, go within. Go within, get in your heart space, go within, and trust the answers, the messages that are coming from out of your heart. So tap in. Tap into your emotions. The King of Cups is very stable in his emotions. He's grounded. He's very intuitive. He's not easily shaken. The messages that come from his heart, he trusts. So check in with your heart space whenever this opportunity presents itself. So just be on the lookout for it. I'm not saying it is coming. I'm not saying it's not coming. Again, this is a general to collective reading. So if it applies to you, great. If it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. So again, I apologize for the technical difficulties, but that is your advice. And now we move forward into Virgo, Divine Feminines. Thank you, guys. I cannot believe, y'all. I was sitting here with this thing on mute the whole time. So now I've got to go back and do this without. I had that phone call. Oh God. Let me find out where I stopped recording here. So, y'all, I had technical difficulties. I did not realize I had that mute button on my microphone muted. But your card, Virgo Divine Feminine, this week is the Queen of Cups. For Virgo in the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, or perhaps North Node. Queen of Cups is your energy this week. You have arrived at that platform where you are ready to offer your cup of love. You are now ready to offer your cup of love. You've arrived at that. You've mastered your intuition, your sensitivity. You're sensitive to your partner. You're sensitive to your divine counterpart. So if you are in this Queen of Cups energy and the divine counterpart / twin flames or mirror souls, chances are good your divine masculine is also in that Queen of Cups energy. That tells me that you guys you definitely are ready to offer your cup of love. I know a lot of readers will say that the divine feminine is the chaser traditionally, the divine masculine is the runner, so the divine feminine doesn't chase. This is not chasing energy. This says that you're ready to offer that cup of love. The question is, if that divine masculine comes in, are you offering that cup of love to that divine masculine that comes in? Or should you be moving toward that divine masculine to offer that cup of love? That Queen of Cups is ready. She's ready. She's ready to be of service to others. She's ready to operate in her heart space. She has the dolphin in the background. That dolphin is highly intelligent and highly intuitive as well. She's also a siren, so she's very beautiful. If you're a fellow carrying that Virgo Divine Feminine energy, then you're considered to be very handsome. You're considered to be dapper or whatever. So you're ready to offer that cup of love. The question is, are you going to offer that cup of love, or are you going to offer that cup of love to an inbound divine masculine? All right. Let me pull a clarifier on that type of energy that you're in this week. If it comes out as a masculine energy, so if the card that comes out is Pentacles, if the card that comes out is Wands or Swords, I'm going to say that the advice is to maybe take that step and offer that cup of love to that divine masculine. Okay, maybe that's the advice. If it is a feminine card that comes out, a pentacle or a cup, okay, or a feminine energy in a major arcana, I'm not even going to take a major arcana. I'm just going to let's just see what comes out. But if it's a feminine energy that comes out in this next card, then that is saying that be ready and be prepared to offer that cup of love when that divine masculine comes in. He probably has been watching you from the sideline for the longest time, or watching you from the bushes. Y'all know how they do. Them stalkers. All right, that's Page of Swords energy. But maybe he's ready to emerge now. If so, offer that cup of love. But we're going to find out if you're doing it from a passive or an active perspective. Let's see what card comes out. Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles is feminine energy, so be ready to offer that cup of love when that divine masculine comes forward. That's all I got for you. That's your advice. That's beautiful energy for you if you are a Virgo Divine Feminine. Let's move on to Virgo Divine Masculine now. Virgo Divine Masculine. We're going to put this card back in, and I'll shuffle later. And let's reshuffle these and see what the advice is for the Virgo Divine Masculine. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that like button. You got Virgo in the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, and you are a Divine Masculine. And you can also take for your North Node too. That I will take North Node. That's a personal placement too. People don't look at it that way just because it's a destiny placement. But a lot of people that have these different signs in their North Node, they carry those characteristics too. And why wouldn't you? You would have to. You would have to operate in that energy to some degree if that is your destiny. Okay? All right, so let's see what we got here. All right. Virgo, divine masculine. What is your energy this week for the week of November 14th through November 20th? Virgo in the sun, moon, ascendant, Venus, or Mars, or North Node. We'll take it in the North Node too. If it don't fit, it don't fit, okay? All right, 2 cards fall on the table. I'm going to turn them over. Wheel of Fortune. And the Judgment in reverse. That's interesting. That's interesting for your current energy, okay? That Wheel of Fortune is a destiny card. You got destiny, but you got Judgment in reverse. That could be good or bad. Let me clarify that Judgment in reverse, because that could be good or bad. I'm gonna say for you is good. That Judgment in reverse is clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. Let me not dig a deep hole for myself here. Hang on one second. Let's take a look at this Judgment in reverse. Let me see what's happening here. Oh, okay. Judgment in reverse. Okay, I see now. That Judgment in reverse, that's a card of self-doubt or resentment, okay? That Judgment in reverse is a card of self-doubt or resentment, and being clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. This is interesting energy. Okay, so let me tell you what's going on for you, Virgo, divine masculine, and Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mars. Here's the thing for divine masculines. Here's the thing with Virgo energy. Virgo energy is about their business. All of the earth signs. I love Virgo energy because Virgo, you look at some of the most famous Virgos in history, they were workhorses. They did not play. They do not play. Even some of the famous ones now. I'm not going to name any celebrities because I'm not into celebrity worship, but some of y'all know some famous celebrity Virgo energies, and they get it done. They're always working. They work tirelessly. They work. Okay. So I know what Virgo energy is about. They go after the bag too. Probably not as hard as Capricorn. Probably, but they go at it. But here's the thing. With that Wheel of Fortune, you got something destined about to happen for you. And I think it has to deal with your coins, but your energy this week is, something's coming in, but you got doubts about it. And that self-doubt, that pessimistic energy of that Judgment in reverse, that is that low vibrational self-doubt energy is with regards to your money. I'm here to tell you this whole little energy this week kind of clarifies itself. You got something fated to come in for you. That Wheel of Fortune is a card of fate or destiny. You got something fated to come in for you, but you're doubting it, and it has to deal with money. Remove the doubt. That's the energy that you're in right now, divine masculine Virgo. And again, if you're thinking about your connection, perhaps that destined thing that's coming in is union. Perhaps you feel like that union's coming in, but you're like, well, I don't know because I ain't got nothing to offer. Remove the self-doubt. Let me pull an advice card for you. I'm telling you here, I'm giving you my advice right now is to get rid of that self-doubt. It's coming in. Whatever it is faded and it's coming in. So that union, your mind may be on your union, your mind may be on your divine counterpart. I don't want to pull a clarifier on that. You know what it is. This is going to be different for everybody. This is personal for you. You know what it is, okay? Ace of Swords. Truth. That's the truth card. That's the gift of truth, the gift of clarity. That's the gift of clarity. So, with this card, I'm not even going to try to clarify it. That aces, when you see that hand coming out of that cloud, especially when it's upright, that's a gift from God. That's a gift from God. That's a gift from the universe. That's a gift from Source. That's that hand of God coming out of that cloud, gifting you with what are swords? Swords are thought energy. They're words. They're communication. So, your advice this week, I'm not giving you any advice. I'm here to tell you that in that advice position, the Ace of Swords, what's coming for you is clarity, mental clarity. The Most High is getting ready to give you clarity on your connection. Don't worry about, I don't have anything to offer. The Most High is about to give you the gift of communication. You got communication coming in. It could be communication from your divine counterpart. It could be communication coming in from the universe, some kind of way, giving you clarity on this situation. It's going to give you clarity on what is destined for you. Okay? So get rid of this self-doubt. Clarity removes self-doubt. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful spread for you, Virgo divine masculine. Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, perhaps your north node. You got the gift of clarity coming from the universe. This is beautiful. The Most High is about to give you clear communication. You have a gift of communication coming in. You got a gift of knowing the truth. The Ace of Swords is also the truth card in tarot. So you've got the gift of truth coming in for you. You've got something destined and fated that's coming in. I think you know what it is. I think you know what it is. I think you know what it is. A lot of readers might pull a clarifier on what this fated thing is that's coming in right now, but I'm not going to do that. I want you to go within. I want you to follow that advice from Luke 17 and 21. The kingdom of God is within you, so go within. Go within. The answer that you are seeking on what this fated, destined thing is already inside you. I'm not pulling the clarifier. I'm not going to put your business out here in the street for anybody else watching. Any cross watchers. They ain't none of their business. Cross watchers, sorry. You know what it is, but you got doubts about it. And since we're talking about a divine counterpart connection on this channel and in this reading, that is, you know that you're destined for reunion with your divine counterpart, but you're hesitant. You got that little bit of self-doubt because you feel like, what do I have to offer that person? I don't have anything to offer them. Why do they want me? I ain't got nothing to offer them. Guess what's coming? Guess what's coming for the week of Friday, November 14th through Thursday, November 20th. Sometime this week, the gift of clarity is going to come into you. You're going to know exactly what the status of this fated thing is. Connection. That you have doubts about because you feel like you don't have anything to offer. You about to get some major truth revealed to you, Virgo divine masculine. All right? That's that. That's that, okay? Last but not least, we got Libra, all right? We're going to put this in. And listen, hit that like button for me. Virgo, hit that like button for me. Virgo divine masculine, hit that like button for me. That's good news. The least you can do is hit that like button for me. That's good news, all right? Let's put this back. And let's pull out these for this final pile. Not pile, what am I talking about? This is not pick a pile. This final group, Libra. Libra, divine feminine and divine masculine. What is the current energy for the Libra divine feminine for the week of Friday, November the 14th through Thursday, November 20th? What is the energy? And look what just flew out. Oh, 2 cards flew out. Libra divine feminine. You got 2 cards that came out. The moon. The moon. Your energy is the moon. You got secrets you're hiding. You got secrets. Okay. Now this says illusion here. It says illusion at the bottom. I'm not a big fan of that. Let me read this book for you. I want you guys to see what the writer or the creator of this Oceanic tarot deck had to say about that moon card. Let me give you guys that. The moon. Keywords are the unconscious, doubt, decisions, dilemmas, sadness, the past, fear. The 2 sea lions emerge. Let's move that closer so you can see it without the ring light bleeding in. You may not be able to. All right, I'll just hold it right there. Y'all know what it is. It's a moon card. Oh my gosh. If I can't, with these distractions. I keep the ringer on in case there's something I need to respond to. But anyway, okay. So, maybe it's a distraction for me reading this. I don't know. 2 sea lions emerge from their ocean home, a full moon above them reflecting onto the dark waters of the ocean. Between them is a crayfish, symbol of the soul, reaching out toward the magical moonlight. The sea lions symbolize fear and the unknown, and the crayfish must overcome this fear in order to make progress. This is starting to make sense when I show you the second card that came out. Will he stay in this comfort zone or venture into the moonlight? This is Libra, divine feminine, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, or even perhaps North Node. Meaning is illusion. The moon watches you questioning what you see. Can you see beyond illusion when doubt and confusion threaten to overwhelm you? A situation or relationship may seem appealing under the romantic light of the moon, but will it stand the test of time? This typical divine feminine energy. Your intuition may be telling you that everything is not as it seems. An additional meaning of the card is that hidden fears and old memories surface as you work through an emotional block. I'm not going to read the advice right now. I should. Let me read it. Advice: give yourself time to work out the best way forward. Your intuition holds the answer. Pay attention to messages through feelings and dreams rather than relying on a logical approach to a problem, okay? Let me say something before I turn over this next card. This moon, astrologically, is Pisces energy. Now, for those of you that watch me on my other channel, Matt's D. Talford, you know that one of the things I always say about Pisces energy is you have to be careful to keep your emotions in a high vibration. Why is that, Matt? Well, Pisces' ruling planet is Neptune. Neptune is a great energy when you're in high vibrational energy, but when you're in low vibrational energy, Neptune loves to play tricks on you. It loves that trickster energy. It loves it when you're in low vibrational energy because it gets to have fun playing tricks on you. Pisces energy is the moon because, and remember, Pisces has those two fish. One swimming in one direction, one swimming in the other. So Pisces energy can be double-minded sometimes. Now, the moon also deals with Cancer, not in the card, not in tarot sense, but the moon itself is the ruling planet that governs over Cancer, which governs over the heart chakra and the emotions. So I could be talking to a Cancer out there. I could be talking to a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, okay, or North Node, okay? So you right now could be dealing with some illusions with regards to your what, Matt? What's the second card that came out? Four of Wands. That's 1111. That's twin flame energy. That is divine union energy. All right? That's a card of marriage. Four of Wands is one of the most positive cards in the twin flame collective and experience. So you got some doubts. You are perhaps wondering if you are seeing an illusion with regards to your connection. Is this person even my twin flame? Is this person even my twin flame? You got illusions that you're dealing with. You're in your emotions right now. You're probably being reserved. Sometimes that moon card represents holding back secrets too. But that moon card also represents things that we don't see. So you really can't even see clearly to know if this person, you probably are looking at their actions and wondering if this person is in fact my twin flame. Is there a reward for me is there a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for me? That's your energy this week. Let's see what the advice card is. We're going to pull an advice card for you. I'm telling you right now, before I pull this advice card, the same advice that I give on my other channel, Matt D. Talford, when I'm doing astrology stuff there or dealing with people with Pisces or 12th house placements or Neptune placements, whatever you have been doing to get in that low vibrational energy, stop doing it. Do something fun. Do something that makes you happy. Do something that raises your frequency. Because when you're dealing with this Pisces energy of the moon card, you can be deceived very easily if you're in low vibrational energy. If you're sad, get out of that sadness energy. Find a movie from your favorite comedy movie. Go watch a 1 hour stand-up routine of your favorite comedian. Okay, pull it up, Netflix, YouTube, whatever. Do something that makes you happy, all right? The moon sign, if I'm dealing with a Cancer, y'all know what Cancers love. Go cook you some good food or make you some good food. Cancer and Taurus are very similar when it comes to that. Go spend time with your family if they're high vibrational family members, okay? Cancer rules over the 4th house of family and home. Go spend time with your family, but do something to lift your emotional state. Because when you're dealing with this Piscean energy of this moon card, the higher you are up in the waters, the more easily and clearly you can see. Neptune, water. The lower you go down in the depths, the darker and murkier it gets. And you start wondering if you're seeing clearly, if what you're seeing is real. You're wondering if what you're seeing with regards to your twin flame connection is real. You're wondering if it's real. You know why you're wondering if it's real? Because you're in a low emotional state. Raise your frequency, all right? Now let's see what other advice we can get from the spirit. I don't like this card coming out as an advice card, but I'm gonna read from the book on this one. The advice card that popped out is the Three of Swords. So that tells me that you're also in that. I may pull a clarifier on that for your advice card, but let me read from the book first. Okay? So again, the Three of Swords is a heartache or grief card. And again, listen, I did a video some years ago on my other channel that showed you the biblical example of the King of Swords card, the Three of Swords card. It came from the book of Samuel, if I'm not mistaken. It came from the book of 2 Samuel. I'm not going to read that on this channel. However, if I can think of what that video was, I'm just going to give you the summary. The Three of Swords actually comes from the Bible. It comes from Scripture. It comes from David effing up, King David effing up. He did something he wasn't supposed to do. He did not listen to his advisors. He wanted to run a census in the ancient land of Israel. He wanted to count his people. He wanted to see how many people I got. And his advisors were telling him, his seer, Gad, G-A-D, his seer, told him, he said, don't do this. He said, this isn't something you should do. He said, number one, he said, we can't keep up. He said, the people of this kingdom have children so quickly, you can't keep up with them all. And then number two, this is God's thing. Like, why you want us to go number the children of Israel? And he said, you know what? Number them anyway. So he went against that sound advice. He did it. He disappointed the Most High, and the Most High said, there are one of three things I'm going to do for your punishment, okay? One of three things we're going to do for your punishment. One of them has to deal with you getting your butt kicked by your enemies in battle. The other one has to deal with your having pestilence in your land, in this land, killing so many thousands of the inhabitants. And the third one was a little bit shorter. It had to deal with it was like either 3 years of famine, 3 months of getting his butt kicked by his constituent, not constituents, his butt kicked by his enemies, or 3 days of something else, of pestilence or something, like 3 days of sickness, something. And so none of those were favorable, but he knew David, he already knew which one he was going to take. So David chose the option that was the shortest, and that would not get the people upset with him. So he took the shortest option, but the bottom line is he had grief because he had three swords, three words, three different pieces of word came from the Most High through David's seer and told him, hey, look, this is what you're going to have to do. You can accept this punishment, or this punishment. So his heart was heavily grieved because of something that he did. So when I'm seeing this come out in this advice section, this has to deal with grief with regards to something that you did. There's something that you did that put you in this energy, that may have put you in that energy. But why does this come out in the advice section? Let me take a look at that, because it's probably telling you to forgive yourself, right? Right? I mean, the quickest way to get over something that you did that put you in heartache is to forgive yourself first, and then ask whoever, if you've wronged anybody, ask them to forgive you. That's Matt's advice. But let me see what the book says, and I may or may not need to pull a clarifier. Three of Swords coming out in the advice position says, feel the pain and see the truth of the matter. The situation has happened for a reason. The situation has happened for a reason. And again, that reason is typically something, an action that you took where you went against your higher self, or you went against your higher consciousness or your higher mind, and you did something anyway. You could have done something that you advise others not to do. You probably didn't take your own inner advice. You didn't listen to your inner voice. So forgive yourself. This says, feel through the pain and see the truth of the matter. The situation happened for a reason. Okay? I know that's tough. Libra, Divine Feminine. I know that's tough, but your energy this week is that energy of illusions and not being able to see the truth of your situation, or see clearly with regards to your divine counterpart, your divine union. You're wondering, is this my person? Sit in this energy. Sit in it. I'm not gonna pull a clarifier for this. Sit with this energy. Sit with it, feel it, and then release it. But forgive yourself. Sit with yourself. Remember, swords are thoughts. Swords are thoughts. They're thoughts and words. So sit with yourself, meditate, go within, figure out, what did I do to contribute to this energy of illusion right now? What is it that I did? What did I do to contribute to this energy of illusion with regards to my divine? Why can't I see clearly with regards to my divine counterpart, my divine union? Why am I doubting even if this is my divine counterpart? Why am I doubting if I'm even part of the Twin Flame Collective? Go within, meditate, figure out if it's something that you did, and then sit with it, but then forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and sit with yourself as long as you need to. You know what you did. I don't. I'm not pulling any clarifier. There's nobody else watching this business. Cross-watching, you don't need to know. This is a meditation assignment for you, Libra Divine Feminine, to get you out of this energy this week. Okay? I think in your heart of hearts, you know that that's your person. But you need to go within and figure out what put you in that energy of doubt. What put you in those murky waters? What put you in the energy of not being able to see clearly? What put you in those emotions? All right, with regards to your Four of Wands, what put you in those emotions? It was something you did. Nobody outside of you did it. All right, especially if you're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus or Mars, okay, or North Node. Especially if you got that Cancer energy. Why? That crab, your shell is such that you can take like stuff from outside. Yeah, Cancer's soft spot is their family and their close friends. Which if you're a close friend of a Cancer, they consider you family. They treat you like family. So the only people that can truly get to a Cancer is not somebody from outside of them. That's what they got the claws for. That's why a Cancer will clap. People talk about Scorpio's clapback game. A Cancer will clip you quicker than a Scorpio will. Scorpio going to sit with that and they're going to seethe for a little while and let that anger build up and then attack you out of nowhere. That Cancer, them claws coming out quickly. Clack, 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 clack. Okay? So you can't get at a Cancer from outside of them. They got a shell for defense and they got claws for offense. What tends to get to Cancer is themselves or somebody that they love. Somebody they consider near and dear. Family or a close friend, which again, they consider to be family. Okay? So nobody outside of you put you in that energy. Meditate. Think about what is it that I did that put me in that energy. Okay? Sit with it and then forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, okay? And if you feel like somebody that's close to you did something to you, accept it. Hey, that happened, and forgive them. I'm not telling you to let them back in your space, but you do need to forgive them. Because when you're not in the energy of forgiveness, you're in low vibrational energy, and Neptune loves to play tricks on you when you're in low vibrational energy. All right, that's all I got for you, Libra Divine Feminine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, perhaps even North Node, okay? Now, last one of the day. We're here, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button. Do not forget to hit that like button, all right? Libra Divine Masculine. Libra Divine Masculine. If you're Divine Masculine, what is the energy this week for the collective of Libra Divine Masculines for the week of November 14th through November 20th? What is the current energy for the Libra Divine Masculine collective? Let's find out, all right? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars, or perhaps even North Node. Take what resonates, toss the rest, all right? Take what resonates and toss the rest. All right? I like the energy. A card just flew out. Page of Pentacles. All right? That's great energy. That's energy this week, okay? All right? Page of Pentacles. You're ready to... Pardon me. That was a little confirmation burp. Look at all that yellow. Confident. Pages are messengers. You could be getting some communication this week about some money being brought to you. You could be getting some communication about some money, some coins, okay? That's good energy, Divine Masculine. Divine Masculines always want to make sure that their money's right because they want to have something to offer their Divine Feminine. All right? That Page of Pentacles, that's great energy to be in. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You might be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you may be dealing with one. Okay, you may have it in that major placement. Again, I know we're talking about the Libra collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, perhaps North Node, but it doesn't mean that you don't have an Earth sign in one of those other placements. That is great energy this week. Energy of the Page of Pentacles. Let's see what we got here. Let me get some keywords for the Page of Pentacles for you guys. Let's get some keywords for you. Page of Pentacles keywords: money, messages, communication, work, luck, confidence, and optimism. All that yellow confidence. I told you. The page brings good news about finance, work, education. While the page does not represent the money alone, he brings you hope that your wish will be granted. An additional meaning of the page is a pending job offer, or if you're trying to sell a property or move, that this will happen soon, provided you pay attention to the paperwork. All right, let's jump over here. Let's get some more messages from the guidebook from the Rider Waite Smith deck. Page of Pentacles. All right. Page of Pentacles. Let's see what we got. Right here. Page of Pentacles upright, manifestation and solid beginnings. Okay? So y'all manifesting something, whatever you manifesting, it's coming. That's the energy you're in this week. And again, with Uranus, the energy of sudden unexpected activity moving into Taurus, the sign of Taurus, which is it's moved retrograde into Taurus. Maybe the universe is spinning the block and bringing you something tangible that you probably are due, that you didn't get the last time that the Uranus was in the sign of Gemini. Uranus was in the sign of Taurus. So it moved out of Taurus into Gemini. It's moved retrograde back into Taurus. And with that, a lot of people are going to be getting hit with sudden, unexpected coin or material possessions that they were not looking for. Okay? Perhaps you did the work a long time ago, and it's going to come in. As one of the messengers of the tarot, the Page of Pentacles brings youthful energy and may represent a child or a younger person in your life. Maybe your divine counterpart's younger than you. Okay? Or a message from your own inner child urging you to plant seeds of forthcoming prosperity. Forthcoming prosperity. Forthcoming prosperity. Standing in a beautiful field, this page proudly gazes at the pentacle in his hand. His green tunic and natural surroundings reference his connection to the earth, while his eyes are fixed on his pentacle, showing he has a vision and is focused on achieving his goals. All right? Also like that color red on his head. That color red on his head, that's root chakra energy. Root chakra is security, financial and physical. Financial and physical. So there's no mistaking why they did the artwork on this card the way they did way back when. He's got a red head wrap on. A red head wrap on. So his head is wrapped in security. Pentacles are secure energy anyway because that's earth energy. So he's secure in what he has in his hand. And guess what green is? That green over his body, green is the color of the heart chakra. All right? So his emotions are intact. He's ready to share that. He's ready to bring the message of perhaps love and coin. And he's going to do it confidently, the yellow. And he's stable and secure with that red root chakra color on his head. So his mind is secure. He's got a sound mind. That's your current energy this week, Libra Divine Masculine. I love that for you. You're solid, you're steady, you're confident. You're seeing things that you worked for a while ago come back around. You got a message coming in about perhaps some money, some coins, some new opportunities. You got that coming in. All right. Let's pull an advice card for you. That's great. I'm gonna pull an advice card anyway. I don't know why I'm being guided to, but I'm gonna pull an advice card anyway. That's great energy this week, Libra Divine Masculine. Great energy. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or North Node. That's too many cards. I'm gonna keep going. If I don't get anything, I'll put those all back in. And you know what? If I don't get anything, actually, Spirit said just take the advice from the book, take the advice card or the advice from the book, the advice section for the Page of Pentacles. So what's the advice? Look out for offers regarding prosperity. No, look out for offers regarding property and work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be diligent. Check all contracts carefully. That's the Page of Pentacles, okay? I still want to pull one more advice card. I want to pull one more advice card. I want to pull one more advice card for you guys. This is the last reading. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button if you have not done so already. All right? Advice card. Interestingly enough, the King of Cups in reverse came out. King of Cups in reverse came out. Let me see something about that, because I think what that means is that King of Cups is sound in his emotions. That's not saying don't be sound in your emotions. I think what that's saying to you is that King of Cups is that lover energy. Hey, I'm that romantic. Hey baby, yo, I got it. I got that coin coming in. Maybe the advice for you is stay on your course with your pentacles and don't worry about your connection right now. Your connection is taking care of itself. Your connection is taking care of itself. Let me take a look at one thing here and to see if I'm correct on that. Let me take a look at that. Hang on. King of Cups in reverse. Let me take a look at that. All right? King of Cups in reverse. It says unreliability, lack of boundaries. That doesn't apply here. That doesn't apply here. The reverse King of Cups can indicate shaky boundaries or emotional instability within you or around you. Be careful about who you rely on for support. Yeah, I'm not taking any of this I'm telling you that King of Cups in reverse, that actually goes with that Page of Pentacles advice from the book. The Page of Pentacles advice was look out for offers regarding property and work. There's a good chance or there's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be diligent. That Page of Pentacles energy that you're in this week, that tells me that you are, again, confident about your coin. You got some news coming in about some coin. And this King of Cups in reverse to me says, for advice, don't follow this advice right here. Stay the path with regards to your coin. You're divine masculine, okay? Divine masculine and divine feminine energy or dynamic. That divine masculine, typically if it's a male, I'm gonna go with the male on this, is that provider. They provide for that connection. So with the King of Cups coming out as the advice card after this Page of Pentacles current energy, that says just keep focusing on your money. That goes right with that Divine Masculine reading that I did on Wednesday, where the card that came out for the overall Divine Masculine Collective was the Two of Cups in reverse. And what was the advice that came out? The advice was focus on your money. Also, focus on your task, but speak something positive about your connection. Speak something positive and have a sound mind about your connection. I'm gonna carry that advice forward. That upright King of Swords advice I'm carrying forward from that reading into this. Be of sound mind, and take your mind off love right now. Take your mind off the relationship and work on that money. Keep working on that money because it's coming in. This is a positive card. Keep working on that money. It's coming in. This is a positive card as advice for this. Don't worry about love right now. Don't worry about love. Don't worry about your relationship. Don't worry about none of that right now. Keep bringing that coin in and listen for those messages, all right? Listen for those messages and then do the right thing with it. Do the right thing with it when it comes in. Because pages are youthful, so you don't want to be a spendthrift, okay? You don't want to put yourself in some negative energy because you're being a spendthrift, okay? Be frugal. Be frugal and keep working on this. Keep working on this. Take your mind off that right now. When you got this and you're in a divine connection already, you really don't have to worry about this because the divine connection cannot be broken. That connection belongs to the divine. I'll talk about that in my book, Twin Flames, Understanding and Solving the Problem of the Avoidant, Dismissive, Divine Masculine. My advice to each and every one of you watching this video, get a copy of that book. That book is going to help take your connection to the next level. I promise you that, okay? That's all I've got for this week, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. If you got any comments, leave them in the underneath the video. I love each and every one of you guys. Have a great, beautiful week. All right, we're going to be back here next Friday, barring any unforeseen circumstances. We'll be back here next Friday doing another weekly all signs reading for the Twin Flame Collective, okay? So if you're new to the channel and you like this type of content, you like this vibe over here, hit that subscribe button, all right? Hit that subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is set to all so you'll be notified when I upload new content, all right? And yeah, authenticity. Continue to be authentic. Continue to live in the energy of authenticity. That is the only way to arrive at your destiny. Your destiny is looking for the real you. And if you're not being authentic, it can't find you. Your destiny is based on and assigned to, reserved for the real you. You can't get there if you're acting like somebody else or you're acting like something outside of the energy that is you, okay? That's all I got, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Have a great rest of your week. Again, don't forget to hit the like button for me on the way out. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.